for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? We're in the garage today. This is our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. And we back at y'all ass one more again. If you hear a little noise in the background, I got some I have some things getting done in the house. I have a tile guy that's by here fixing the tile on my house. So just bear with me. If you hear a little noise in the background, that's just the guy inside the house. This is why I'm in the garage right now. You see what I'm saying? So I got my famous green screen up. I have like a whole bunch of green screens. I have like 4 different green screens. I have a real big one that I'm gonna use in my new studio. I have a new studio that I'm building, guys. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice. You know what I mean? So I really am excited about that. Everything will be going down soon. You see what I'm saying? So I'm really happy about that. Got a lot of good things going on, a whole lot of good things going on. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, I want to give everybody a salute to everybody. Let's salute everybody. Alex Gonzalez, shout out to you, fam. Let's see, Brennan, shout out to you. DGFVT, whole lot of letters. Shout out to you, fam. Male Bogo, shout out to you, fam. My brother Charlo, Reina Ali Bell for Charlo, man. Reina Ali Bell for Charlo, man. Shout out to you, fam. OG, what it do? Shout out to you. Shout out to Angus, what's going on, fam? Shout out to my brother Diallo Huggy. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to my main man Peter Ingram. Shout out to Rocket Andretti. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell. This is Reina Ali Bell for Lisa. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Peter Reed. Shout out to my main man Michael Bumper. Shout out to my main man Philly Fly. Philly Fly, bro. Hey, I love that, bro. I'm so jealous of your name, dog. Philly Fly. Damn. Shout out to my main man Corn Kid. Shout out to Ivan. Shout out to Shaq, the Shiznick, and shout out to Chris. As you know, everybody gonna roll in a little later on. You know what I mean? You know how we do it. You know what I mean? YouTube right now is in the process of sending messages out to everybody, let them know we going live, and we're just going to address a whole lot of things today. We're going to address, the announcement from Frank Warren that they do have a fight date for the Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury so-called match that's supposed to be happening, and I'm not optimistic about it myself. You have other channels talking about it. Yes, Frank Warren says we have a date. What the hell that mean? What the hell that mean? He's only saying what Eddie Hearn has been saying the whole time. Eddie Hearn has been saying this pretty much the whole time. Everybody agreed to this. Only thing is that Eddie Hearn lied about. Eddie Hearn said that shout out to my main man Shelton Moore. Shout out to Shelton Moore. Let's get ready to Ali Bell Shelton Moore. Tune, what's up, fam? Tune, what's going on? Wizard Sleeve, what's going on? Martin, what's going on? ¿Cómo tú andas, mi hermano? ¿Cómo tú andas? Yeah, but anyways, back to what I was saying. Shout out to my main man Halim. Reina Ali Bell for Shelton Moore and Alim and Wizard Sleeve and Mr. Angus. And my main man Toon, what's going on? Hey, Monkey D. Luffy, what's going on, fam? Yeah, so we're gonna address that. We are going to address, Frank Warren saying that, hey man, we have a date. He confirmed that. But what the hell that mean? Everybody getting the Holy Ghost, doing the Tootsie Roll, doing the butterfly. It don't mean shit if a Tyson Fury ain't signed the contract. If no one has signed the contract, call me when the contracts have signed and you do a press conference. And I would have to wait till I see both fighters in the ring. Only because you are dealing with Tyson Fury. Only because you're dealing with Tyson Fury. And that side of the fence have been consistent at saying it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's no money. It's not going to happen. Eddie Hearn's his line. Not going to happen. You know what I mean? The only thing I got on Eddie Hearn about yesterday is that he talked too much. You know what I mean? He was his ego got involved. No, I like Eddie Hearn. Even you guys know how I feel about promoters. I don't really give a damn about promoters, but I like Eddie Hearn. He is, and he has been bringing us big fights. He's been delivering for the zone. So I can't knock Eddie Hearn for that. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn is trying to make the biggest fights, the best fights possible. But when you're dealing with Tyson Fury, put it this way. we're going to talk about Canelo Alvarez. I have my other screen up. I'm gonna share with you guys. We're going to talk about Canelo, but put it this way: when Fury fought Deontay Wilder, there was no I need to see proof of funds. I need to see this. I need to see that. There was no issues when he made the fight with Deontay Wilder. But when it comes to certain fighters fighting Anthony Joshua, only two that I know of, it's a whole lot of stuff. They want a boatload of money. They want all. I'm saying these are Spartans now. These supposed to be warriors. These supposed to be. I'm Spartan, and I don't fight for money. I don't do this. I'm known for knocking people out. You see what I'm saying? So I like but Eddie Hearn has been doing doing pretty good when it comes to fights. You see what I'm saying? Out of all the promoters, if you add Frank Warren, Bob Arum, whatever, out of all the promoters, Eddie Hearn been coming through. Now, Bob Arum did give us the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight, but that's because of Deontay Wilder thought it was a cherry pick. That was it. And then they was trying to freeze out Anthony Joshua. Now Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder ain't in love no more. They not booed up. They ain't got a love affair no more. So now they hate each other. You see what I'm saying? Now Wilder want to get his revenge on Tyson Fury. So we know how that is. We know how that's going. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link. Anybody want to come in? But we're gonna talk about Canelo right now. Shout out to my main man Ivan. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Major Key, what's going on, fam? Let's see. Other than that, that's it. I mean, that's all I got to say about that particular announcement. So I'm not happy about it. I ain't got the Holy Ghost about it. I'm not sad about it. I'm not doing the one leg up, the Tootsie Roll, the butterfly, the prep. I'm not doing the floss. You know what I mean? I'm not doing the juke. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing the swoop. I ain't doing none of that until contracts have been signed, and we've heard contracts have been signed before. That's what Eddie Hearn lied about. There was no contracts never signed. Period. So I mean, maybe with Anthony Joshua, the contracts have been signed, but Tyson Fury haven't signed anything. So, all these other YouTube channels out there that's making, big announcement, good news. It ain't no good news. It's the same old goddamn news, just a different version of the same news. The only difference is Frank Warren is coming out saying that, he's confirmed the date. What the hell that mean? What the hell that mean? He confirmed the date. So what? Eddie Hearn been saying the same thing about the date. Tyson Fury ain't signed the contract. You can have a date all day. That's like me calling Lisa Bales or calling somebody, Karma Serene or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, yeah, man, we finally got a date. We going out. And then, but Lisa ain't agreed to it. Lisa like, well, man, I ain't agreed to this. You know what I mean? She ain't agreed to it. If Lisa don't agree to it, or if another woman don't agree to it, then how am I going to make an announcement that we have a date when the woman that I'm trying to take out hasn't confirmed it, hasn't agreed to it? You see what I'm saying? So I hear it. I understand. I understand. I get it, guys. Am I talking negative? No, I ain't talking negative at all. I want to see the fight. But what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna be pulling my emotional heartstring. That's over with. I ain't getting emotional about that. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Shout out to my main man Toon, for the super chat. Well, I just seen the fight was set for Saudi Arabia in August. Yes, and all of us are seeing the same thing. But I'm gonna tell you what you haven't seen. You haven't seen anything where it says Tyson Fury has signed the contract. Show me a report where Tyson Fury signed the contract. Show me a video where Tyson Fury, I'm saying right now, where Tyson Fury is saying, yes, lad, I signed the contract. Here it goes right here. I'm going to get the big dose of AJ in August, and I'm going to knock him out. Show me a video where Tyson Fury is saying that and doing that. And even if he says it, because we know every time he opens his mouth, he's lying, I still don't believe it. I won't believe this fight happened until I see Tyson Fury physically in the ring. That's the only time I'm going to believe it happens. That's just me. I don't give a damn what Frank Warren says. I don't give a damn what Eddie Hearn says. I don't give a damn what Bob Arum, Tyson Fury says. Until I physically, with my two eyeballs, and I have 20/20 vision, until I physically see Tyson Fury in the ring, this announcement don't mean shit. Show me an announcement where Tyson Fury signed the contract. Don't tell me about a date. Tell me about he signed the contract. You're going to hear crickets on this right now. You can hear a catfish piss underwater right now. Show me where Tyson Fury has physically signed the contract and agreed to everything. You see what I'm saying? Until you show me that, I don't want to hear nothing about no date. I don't want to hear nothing about no event. I don't want to hear anything about possibilities, ifs, innuendos. If I ain't seen no goddamn contract signed, you know, we're dealing with Tyson Fury. We're dealing with Tyson the liar Fury. We're dealing with Tyson the contradiction Fury. We're dealing with the team that said that, hey, the fight's not going to happen. 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 Now Frank Hearn, the same guy, Frank Warren, the same guy who just said yesterday that Tyson Fury is not signing the contract. Tyson Fury has not signed the contract because of he didn't agree with the money, the same money that he says he doesn't care anything about because he's a Spartan. Now you want to tell me that I'm supposed to get excited, get the Holy Ghost, one leg up, do the floss, you know what I mean, do the swoop, and do all this stuff because now the same guy Frank Warren is saying, yeah, you know, we agreed to a date for August 14th. Man, tell me something about the contract. Tell me something about the contract. What he see people looking at Shelton Moore. Tyson Fury don't want no more money because Tyson Fury said he ain't worried about the money. He says he's a Spartan. That's what he said. So, but I hear what you're saying though, Shelton. I hear what you're saying, fam. I really do. You know what I mean? But one thing about me, man, I like to throw people words back in their face. And when you say something to me, I'm gonna hold you to that. When you say something, I'm gonna hold you to what you're saying out of your mouth. When you say, you know what I mean? So other than that, that's it. Far as I'm concerned, that's just my take on it, guys. Far as I'm concerned, man, shit. Until I see something that say Tyson Fury signed the contract. Don't tell me about no date. Tell me about who signed the contract. We know Anthony Joshua signed his contract. We know that. Yeah, doing the electric slide. You know what I mean? Doing the Cupid shuffle. You know what I mean? I don't care nothing about none of that. Did he sign the contract? Because Frank Warren said yesterday that Tyson Fury has not signed the contract because of the money. So we're getting happy about an announcement that Frank Warren said without acknowledging that the biggest issue why Tyson Fury says he's not signing the contract is because of the money or the lack thereof. So until I hear that, and until I'm saying me, Coach Williams, I can't tell anybody else, but what I'm telling you is this: until I physically see Tyson Fury say, yes, I signed the contract. This is my John Hunt Hancock on the contract. The fight is going down, and yada, 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 yada. Until I see that shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing. I'm saying to me, I don't know about you, but I'm saying to me, it doesn't mean anything. And then even if I see that, until I physically see Tyson Fury in the ring against Anthony Joshua, then that's what I know that is going down. I'm just saying with me, because when I look at a person's track record, history has shown me that fighters pull out of fights, and specifically with Tyson Fury. So forget all of that other stuff. Did he sign the contract, Frank Warren? See, people looking at what Frank Warren said, what they're not looking at is what he didn't say. He didn't say, hey, man, that issue that we had with Tyson Fury not signing the contract because of the money, that has been resolved. He didn't say that. He just said, yeah, we got an agreement for August 14th date. What the hell that mean? Eddie Hearn been saying this for the whole time that everybody agreed on the terms. He's been saying this, and then the other side has been saying ain't nobody agreed on anything. Now that same side is saying that, oh yeah, we did agree on this, proving that Eddie Hearn was not lying about that at all. The only thing that I was getting on Eddie Hearn about that he did lie about was when he said everybody agreed to the terms, and he said, which clearly didn't, and he said that everybody had signed. Now he said this a while ago. I have the video where he said everybody has agreed and signed to the terms, only to find out that didn't nobody sign nothing. I mean, Anthony Joshua probably signed, but Tyson Fury never signed anything. So other than that, that's it. Go ahead. Shout out to Shelton Moore. Go ahead, Shelton. Shelton, you can go ahead and talk about it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Are you breaking up?
I can hear you.
Well, we still got to wait and see. They released the date. They say the 14th of August. Got a report yesterday that reaching out to ESPN USA to talk about rights to broadcast the fight. But like you said, Coach, until the contract is signed and we watching them wrap their hands in the back dressing room, ain't nothing for certain. Nothing.
Right. Right. And that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing, Sheldon. I'm not saying for people not to get excited about hearing there's a fight date, but I have to remind you, Frank Warren just said yesterday, this is the same guy that said that Tyson Fury is not happy with the contract. He's not happy with the contract, and he isn't signing anything, or he hasn't signed anything. So my thing is, what he didn't address today, he didn't say, hey man, remember what I said yesterday about the contract, that Tyson Fury not signing it because he's not happy with the contract because we don't have proof of funds. He did not say, hey, all of that has been corrected. Everything has been done. And now that the fight has gone forward, Tyson Fury has officially signed the contract. A date don't mean shit if a date don't mean shit if you ain't got nobody going out on a date with you. If the person who you're trying to go ahead.
Look at here, Coach. See, the thing is, I really hate to give the LDBC any credit, but you got to give it to them. They're right on point. See, now all of a sudden, he don't want to sign a contract because he got other obligations, as you pointed out, at least for the last 2 weeks. If this fight does go down, he got other financial obligations now that he got to meet.
Right.
Now, it ain't going to be no 80 million. It ain't going to be no 80 million. You can get that. Right. But he got other financial obligations that he got to meet, and he need more money.
Right.
And from the way AJ is talking, he don't give a fuck. Okay, fine. Give the motherfucker some more money. Like he put out a statement today now. He put out a statement this morning. Ain't nowhere to run now. I'm coming. There's nowhere to run.
Right. Nowhere
to hide. I'm coming. So let Tyson get his shit worked out. They're going to work it out because not only do Warren, Arum, and Eddie Hearn want and need this fight, the world wants this fight. I mean, you can listen to biased other channels saying AJ ain't this, AJ ain't that, whatever. The world wants this fight. The world wants undisputed, and they're gonna get it.
Well, and again, I don't mean to bring up the Alphabet Boy channels, but listening to them, America don't care nothing about this fight. This fight is only popular in Britain. Let them tell you. So
boxing fans care about this fight, Coach. Boxing fans, not those cats.
Right. Exactly. And you have boxing fans all over the world. And people talk like America is the end all be all country of all countries. No, America is one country. So if the opinion of a few content creators on YouTube that's covering the sport of boxing, their opinion don't represent the opinion of everyone in the United States. So when they say no one in America cares about this fight, no, nigga, you don't care about the fight. Maybe you and your fanboys don't care about the fight.
Cut that out, Coach. Cut that out.
You know what I mean? Nah, you don't just because you don't speak for me. We are not in America. We are not a monolith. We are not we are not like the Borg. We are not no one group of people who just think alike. No, if that's the way you feel don't represent how I feel. You don't represent America. You represent what you and your constituents feel. This is a country with 330-something million people and growing. So when you say people in America don't care nothing about this fight, so you represent 330-something million people? Hell no.
That's what they think.
You represent your section in your basement or where you shoot your videos at, and the people who follow you. That's what you represent. Because I'm in my garage right now.
You're a mean man, Coach. Coach, you mean. You're being very mean and disrespectful to them people.
No, man, I'm just calling. I'm just being honest though. Like, listen, you represent, like, but you see what I'm saying, Sheldon? Like, that's like me saying, yo, man, me and Sheldon, we don't care nothing about this fight. Sheldon might be like, listen, man, you don't care nothing about it. You don't speak for me. You see what I'm saying? Right.
Exactly. One more thing, Coach. Now, remember we've been talking about this for about a month, right?
Right.
I said you will start to see some movement after Ramadan, after that holiday. Right. And now you see it. Because them people ain't doing nothing to interfere with their religious beliefs. So people can say what they want. Ramadan was very important.
Right. I understand that Ramadan is very important. The fact of the matter is, we need Tyson Fury to sign the contract. I don't know if Ramadan is stopping.
Bottom line, coach. Bottom line.
Right. I don't know if Ramadan is stopping Tyson Fury's fingers from constricting to grab a pen and sign. I don't know if Ramadan is physically stopping Tyson Fury from signing the contract. Ramadan is clearly not stopping Tyson Fury from doing what he does best, and that's talking. But he has not signed the contract. Until I hear Frank Warren says, hey, man, listen, this is the contract. Tyson Fury has signed it. See, this is the thing, guys. When you say everybody has agreed to the terms, agrees mean that everybody has agreed and we have signed. Until you have the John Hancock is confirmation of the agreements that you are referring to. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. That's like if I buy a car. If I buy a car, right? A person cannot say, I can sit back and say, the car dealership can say, hey man, this guy liked this car. He agreed to the terms of this car and he's going to walk away with it. Guess what? Unless when you buy a car, you have to fill out what? A contract. Because what it is if you making a down payment on the car and you're going to walk away with it and you're making car payments, then the bank, you have to pay the bank back, right? And you're going to have monthly payments. It's going to be a 36-month lease or a 36-month car payments or 48 months or 72 months, right? So once I sign the contract, then that means I am on the hook for whatever comes with the terms of that contract. That means I am agreeing to the terms. And this is what I was upset with Eddie Hearns about. If Tyson Fury has not signed the contract, don't tell me about what he agreed to, because his actions have shown that he clearly has not agreed to it. If he had agreed to it, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it right now. So Eddie Hearn lied in that aspect. And so I had to call him out on that. We wouldn't be having this discussion if everybody agreed to it. Shit, if one, listen, it's like I said before. If I'm trying to go out on a date with Lisa Bales, or I'm trying to go out on a date with any woman, and I'm telling you, hey man, shut up, man, I'm going on a date right now, man. Everybody, man, Lisa agreed that we gonna go out, we gonna have a good time and have dinner and stuff like that. And then when you talk to Lisa like, man, I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I ain't agreed to shit. I ain't telling we was going out on no date. How can I sit back and say everybody agreed when the person when the main person that's involved that I'm talking about clearly did not agree? They didn't even sign up for it.
Facts. That's facts.
So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's
man.
right.
That's all I'm saying.
And you telling the truth. And you telling the truth. People be guarded. Be apprehensive until you get fight date, announcement, they on the stage, the contract is signed, and still then be apprehensive because you never know what Fury gonna do.
Right.
We know AJ gonna show up. You don't know what Fury gonna do.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So Analia, what do you say? Analia. Yeah, everybody been lying. Eddie Hearn been lying. Frank Warren been lying. Tyson Fury been lying. Bob Arum been lying. Everybody been lying. I mean, I'm not saying there's some truth to what they're saying. I can't figure out who's telling the truth, which side line. That ain't my job. That ain't my job to figure that out. I can't figure that out. Where I'm from, we straight shooters. You do what you say you're gonna do. If you say this what it is, this what it is. That's where I'm from. But apparently in the sport of boxing, it's totally different when it comes to certain fighters. And this is my only fault with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn should have just kept his mouth closed, don't say nothing, right? Kept his mouth closed, don't say nothing. Let Tyson Fury say all the stuff that he want to say. Let Frank Warren and Bob Arum say all the stuff he want to say and work behind the scenes. Because what happens is let's say Tyson Fury, and we still don't know if Tyson Fury has signed the contract. This is my whole point. We still don't know if Tyson Fury has signed the contract, right? And so the reason why I don't have the Holy Ghost about this announcement is because, one, you haven't addressed the elephant in the room. Has Tyson Fury signed the contract, Frank Warren? He didn't say that. He said, yeah, we agreed to a date, right? He said, we agreed to a date, but we don't have a contract signed. So until that happens, then that's when we can kind of get a little excited. And then we still can't get excited about that because we're dealing with a fighter in Tyson Fury who has a history of what? Pulling out of fights. So he has a history of pulling out of fights. So how can you get happy? How can you get excited? How can you do the Tootsie Roll, the butterfly, the floss, the swoop, the prep, the WAP, you know, the Boogaloo, the mashed potato. How can you get excited about all of this when you're dealing with a fighter who has a history of lying and he has a history of pulling out of fights? He pulled out the Vladimir Klitschko fight, the rematch. He pulled out of the Deontay Wilder third match. So am I to believe that this guy is going to, who hasn't signed the contract yet, is going to fight Anthony Joshua, who he said he'll beat with his hands tied behind his back, who he said he'll beat drinking 12 or 14 pints of lager, who he said that he'll beat twice on Sunday, every which way but loose, who's saying all this stuff. You know, he's talking good. He is the undisputed heavyweight champion in the world when it comes to tongue wrestling. He has a WBC championship belt in tongue wrestling, but we ain't seen no action yet as it relates to Anthony Joshua. I give him credit.
Here's something, Coach. Here's something to go with. That statement that AJ made Monday kind of had, I believe, in my opinion, had a little something to do with it too. AJ said, look, I'm just going to wait till he ready. I'm not going to keep chasing this dude. I'm going to move on, man. You don't want to fight? That's fine with me. I'm going to move on. And when you're ready, I'm not hard to find. You know where I'm at. And now, all of a sudden, Wednesday, we get some movement. Yeah, because what you said in that video you made on the 2nd is the truth. Why you want to keep chasing the dude who clearly don't want to fight? Fuck that dude. Fight somebody else. Usyk want to fight.
Right, Usyk want to fight. Yeah.
You know, Joe Joyce want to fight.
You know,
so I'll fight them dudes. Yeah, I'm going to make my money regardless. With you, Fury, or without you, I'm going to get paid. Right. So it's up to you. What you want to do, man.
If you want to miss out, go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. No, and that's what I believe. I don't know for certain because I'm not in England and I'm not, you know, over there with these cats. But I believe that statement lit a little fire up under somebody's ass. If you know what I'm saying.
Right. I'm glad, and I'm glad that Anthony Joshua did that. He said, "Listen, man, we tired, man." He say, "Listen, Spartan, I'm tired, mate. I'm tired, man. My fans are tired. Your fans are tired. Listen, man, let's do less talking and more work. All this talking. Tyson Fury, you are a great talker. I give you that. But man, I ain't talking. They never won no fights. If Anthony Joshua is this easy guy that you can beat, why you ain't signing no damn contracts? Don't tell me in one breath on Eddie Hearn podcast, yo, man, you know, I don't want Tyson. Eddie Joshua's a businessman. I'm a Spartan. I'll fight any place, anywhere, yada 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 yada. I do this and do that. But then your promoter come out and say you ain't signing no contract because of the very same money that you said that you don't care nothing about. Nigga, please miss me with that bullshit. So now, this guy right here, I'm gonna just say the alphabet name because you have too many letters in your name. You say Tyson Fury is a bad boy, but you can't take away from his skill set, coach. I haven't said one word about a skill set, sir. You know, the skill set that I want to see Tyson Fury master, sir, is the skill set of signing contracts. I'm not talking about Tyson Fury's boxing ability, sir. I'm talking about the skill set of signing contracts. I'm talking about the skill set of keeping your word. That's the skill set I want to see Tyson Fury master. You see what I'm saying? If Tyson Fury can master the skill set of signing contracts and honoring contracts, and to honor something means you have to keep your word and put action behind that, what you said that you're going to do, and put action behind that, what you are signing up for. Until Tyson Fury needs to master, talk to me about Tyson Fury skill set of signing contracts and keeping his word. That's all I want, sir. That's all I want. That's all I want. I'm not worried about Tyson Fury's skill set. Tyson Fury has a damn good skill set. He can box. I can't take that from him. But I want to see the skill set of signing contracts. I want to see the skill set of keeping your word and going in the ring. Until I see that, I am not getting excited. I am not getting the Holy Ghost. I am not doing the Tootsie Roll. I'm not doing the butterfly. I'm not doing the one leg up. I'm not doing the prep, the electric slide, the floss, the swoop, the whatever dance you want to talk about. I am not getting excited about a damn fight date announcement when this fighter who the announcement is supposed to be about has not physically signed the contract yet. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Boxing skills, he has that. Keeping his word skills, he don't have that. Signing contracts and honoring them, he don't have that. I.e., this is why he's going through what he's going through right now with Tyson Fury. I mean, with Deontay Wilder. That's all I'm saying. That's why, at least in the cha-cha slide. Halim, I hear what you're saying. Fury wants the money first. That's what's happening. He didn't want the money first when he fought Deontay Wilder. Do you notice, guys? When he fought Deontay Wilder, when he fought Sefer Seferi, when he fought Odo Wallin, there was none of this stuff about from the Spartan. Yeah, man, I need to see the money. The money need to be there. I want the money first. And guess what? If you are an investor, why would you give Tyson Fury some money first any goddamn ways when he's known for backing out of fights? I don't trust that dude. Tyson Fury can't be trusted. As people from the UK have told me, every time he moves his lips, he's lying. I believe that now. Why? Because I have been shown that. Until we see Tyson Spartan, the Gypsy King, Fury, sign that contract, I don't want to hear nothing about no Ramadan. I don't want to hear nothing about the Saudis. I don't want to hear nothing about what Frank Warren is talking about a damn date. It don't mean nothing when you're dealing with a habitual liar who can't be trusted. This the same Tyson Fury that when Billy Joe Saunders got his ass whooped by Canelo Alavarez Saturday, went in the hospital, he jumped on the plane, and then this the same Tyson Fury who when Billy Joe Saunders' dad was getting dish-ragged in the audience because this old ass want to jump over the rail when his son getting his ass whooped, and he want to try to put some security out of the way, and everybody talking about, oh man, did you see how the security puts Tom Fury? I mean what's the name? Tom Saunders down. They supposed to put his old ass down. Stay in your lane, old man. What the hell you jumping the fence for and trying to put security out of the way? Stay in your lane. He's supposed to put his old ass down. What the fuck was he thinking about? Especially, you I mean, stay in your lane, stay in your lane, baby bubble. Stay in your lane. You see what I'm saying? And so that's all I'm saying. So this is the same Tyson Fury that watched Billy Joe Saunders' dad get dish-ragged by security. And then he left Dallas and went to Miami, came down here where I'm at, and he's in the club drinking with Adrian Broner. Yes. He's in the club drinking with Adrian Broner. If you guys haven't seen that, it's all on Adrian Broner's Instagram post. So until, sir, anybody, everybody, until I see Tyson Fury has physically signed a contract and has physically acknowledged that he signed the contract, and we physically see him in the ring, that announcement don't mean nothing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. The announcement don't mean nothing. And if you can't understand that, then you're just a person with no understanding. You know what I mean? You're just a person with no understanding. That's all I'm saying. I'm not dissing Tyson Fury. What I'm saying is, what you're not going to do, because I see a lot of these channels out there, they're reporting that, yes, we got some good news. Frank Warren not said that we have an August 14th date. What the hell that mean? Has Tyson Fury signed the contract? No. Okay, well, if he ain't signed the contract, then what's good about those news? A date don't mean shit if the other party involved haven't agreed to show up. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Coach, what was that all about? Now back up. What? Yeah. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. Do I want to see the fight? Hell yeah. I was one of the biggest advocates of, yeah, man, this fight going down and this and that and yada 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 yada. And it is what it is. So I was the biggest proponent of that. Now after all I've seen, it's like, man, we've been down this emotional roller coaster already, guys. A lot of times you can want something so bad and you get excited about anything that you hear. But when the same team has consistently lied to you, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, Tyson Fury, Bob Arum, how can you can't listen, guys? All I'm saying, guys, is this. Then we're gonna move on to talk about Canelo. Because I got something I want to show here about Canelo and these other fighters who clout chasing Canelo. That's all I'm saying. Mr. Spartan, sign the contract, sir. Mr. Spartan, Sign the contract, sir. Mr. Spartan, you didn't have an issue signing the contract when you fought Deontay Wilder. When you fought Otto Wallin, Mr. Spartan, there was no issue about money. Mr. Spartan, when you was on Eddie Hearn podcast just this week, you said out of your mouth, and I quote, Anthony Joshua is a businessman. I am a fighter. I am Spartan. All I care about is knocking MFs out. How can you say you care nothing about money in one breath, but your promoter says you will not sign a contract because of the very same money that you don't care nothing about? And nobody who represents Mr. Spartan won't hold his feet to the fight. So it's my job to do it. It's my job to do it. So until I see Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, sign a contract and honor his word to fight, and the only way we're going to know what's going to happen unless we physically see him in the ring, I am not getting happy about it. Hell, I'll be like, okay, he signed the contract. That's good. That's one. That's the first step. Now we see him training. We see him at the press conferences. That's two. Sign the contract, see him at the press conferences. That's two. The third thing that needs to happen is we have to physically see him in the ring. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. I ain't being negative. You know what I mean? I ain't being negative or none of that. I'm just saying that until I see that, guys, because I don't read this book before. I've seen this movie before. I read this book before and I've seen this movie before. And sometimes you can want something to happen so bad that you get amnesia when it comes to the person that's involved. Y'all must have forgot that Tyson Fury is the same guy that has a contract with Deontay Wilder and he pulled out. And Deontay Wilder is taking him to arbitration. Y'all must have forgot that Tyson Fury signed to fight Vladimir Klitschko for a rematch, and he was at the press conference, and they was at the press conference preparing to fight each other, and he pulled out 2 weeks before the fight. Y'all must have forgot that Tyson Fury said on the IFL TV interview when he was at I think he was at he was at a match room, not a match room, but he was at a MTK Global event, that you never know when I'm lying. You never know if I'm lying or telling the truth, because when I'm lying, people believe me, and when I'm telling the truth, they don't believe me. Y'all must have forgot that Tyson Fury said that he's a Spartan and he'll fight Anthony Joshua anytime, anywhere, any place, and he'll beat Anthony Joshua with one hand tied behind his back, and that he'll beat him drinking 12 and 14 lagers a day. And he ain't scared of no AJ or PJ or BJ. But yet he ain't signed the contract yet. Y'all must have forgot that your Gypsy Spartan King is a habitual liar. When his mouth is closed, he's thinking about lies. And when he opens his mouth, he's lying. I'm not banging on him. I'm telling the truth. So until I see Tyson Fury has physically signed a contract, all these videos, and I get it, the content creators, I'm not knocking you content creators out there. You got to have something to put out there. I ain't chasing waterfalls. I don't chase every story. I don't do that. I only drop one video a day. Some channels, they drop 5, 6, 7 videos a day. I don't chase everything. Especially when it comes to Tyson and Gypsy King Fury. Shout out to my main man, Ronald Finkley, man. Let's bring the Ali Bell for Ronald Finkley, man. Go ahead, brother. We're going to talk about Canelo as soon as you finish.
Good afternoon, Coach. You drop one video today, but we all tune in. Trust me. We all tune in.
Did you get the email I sent you?
Yeah, I got it. I just didn't respond yet. I got it. I was just being slow, Coach. I'm
Okay,
getting
okay.
that book. I'm getting that book, yo. I want to read that. That's gonna probably be my read of the summer right there.
Oh yeah, man. You got to get that book, bro. I'm telling you, it's a good book, bro.
I appreciate you breaking it up to me because that's gonna probably be like something that I kind of hold myself to as far as like building and a better being as a person. Like,
Right.
but yeah, on the onto the topic, like you know what? We are optimistic about the fight, coach. Like, and we do think that the fight is gonna happen. At least I do.
Right. I believe it's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. No, this is my position. I believe that this fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury will happen one day. Notice what I said. The key word is one day. Is it going to happen this year? I don't know. Is it going to happen on August 14th? I don't know.
You know what? Fury is due for like a defense. He's actually due for a defense when he actually has a title. Like that's the whole key. And if Eddie Hearn can make that happen and Frank Warren finally getting on board with this, I'm going to support that because I'm optimistic. Like you said, like we optimistic, we thinking the fight gonna happen. So it is a lot to deal with to think that like it's actually in goal. But I heard they do have a site, and I heard they do have like a buyer, like meaning like somebody bought the fight. And I think Lady Chan broke the news first. To me, Lady Chan broke the news first.
Yes, she
And this
did.
is New Media Today USA, and nobody else broke the news yet. Like the big channels
No,
ain't really breaking the news.
Kurt talked about it too, but I saw Lady Chan video. She did break it, and
Yeah.
and I replied to her. I said I believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
Like this is no news. Like this is what I'm saying. Let me ask you a question. Ronald, you've been following this for a while. What you heard today about the venue that Tyson Fury and Joshua was supposed to be fighting at? Is this new news to you?
well, no, it ain't new news. It's kind of like the same, like the talking points. Like it's gonna be in Saudi Arabia. We don't really know like who actually is having the fight. Like, but I think it was a buyer, and the buyer name got leaked today, I think, who's buying the fight.
Yeah, it's the same group of people who paid for the Andy Ruiz 2 and Anthony Joshua fight in Saudi Arabia. That's who it's the same group of people. So we know that they got the money. The problem, this is the problem. Again, I'm gonna stick to my talking point. The problem is not the Saudis. The problem is not what Eddie Hearn did live that said that everybody signed and everybody agreed when we find out that Tyson Fury hasn't signed. And if you didn't sign, that means you didn't agree.
Yeah.
You can't agree and disagree at the same time. It's either he agreed or he didn't agree. If he didn't sign the contract and you're telling me that, hey man, he has some issues with A, B, C, and D, then everybody didn't agree. So Eddie Hearn lied about that. That's a fact. That was the actual lie that Eddie Hearn told. Amongst the many lies that Fury and Warren and Bob Arum said. That's all I'm acknowledging. That's all I'm acknowledging.
He's a good salesman. He's a good talking point person. Eddie will make us believe it, and I believe that he does do that frequently. Like he will make you believe that something is happening. But I do listen to him, and he said it was going to break at the end of the week, but it broke earlier. So right. I'm not sure if all of this is true, but all I want to know is that I love that fight.
Yeah, I love that fight too. But what I'm saying is, did you hear any breaking news that Tyson Fury signed the contract?
No, I didn't hear that.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying, guys. Are there any breaking news videos while we doing this live right now that says breaking news? Tyson Fury has signed the contract. That's the breaking news I want to hear.
Well, Frank Warren, I think they said Frank Warren did like admit that the fight was happening, or like he think it's gonna happen, but I don't think it was about signing. Right.
No, Frank Warren has always said that this fight is going to happen later on in the year and stuff like that. ESPN has been saying stuff about this fight is going to happen, but this is key. And I repeat, guys, this is all I'm saying. Is there breaking news that Tyson Fury has signed the contract?
Not nowhere on the mainstream media sites.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same news, the same variation of the same thing is what I'm saying. I've heard this before. This fight is going to happen in July. They gave several dates in July. Now, I've heard this before. And it's like people have short-term memories. This is the same story, a different remix. Listen, back in the day, right? I'm an old school guy. Back in the day, in the 80s and in the 90s, especially in the 90s, they had something called remixes. And when they used to make an R&B song or a rap, or especially a rap song, they, you know, Dr. Dre and Snoop, they have like Gin and Juice, the original version, and then they have Gin and Juice, the remix. And then Tupac, you know, he'll have All Eyes on Me, or he'll have California Love, and then they have the remix of California Love. This right here, guys, is the remix of the same message that we've been hearing.
Oh man, all facts, coach. All facts.
We are hearing the remix of the same story. We got the P. Diddy remix. Diddy don't win in there. Yeah. Take that. Now then we got the Jermaine Dupri version of this same story, that remix. We got the DJ Quick version of the remix. We got the Dr. Dre version of the remix, but it's the same story. We've been hearing the same shit, guys. And listen, I've been hearing the same shit. It's the remix of the remix of the remix of the remix. That's all it is.
Yo, shout out to New Media Today, Coach Malachi. I just wanted to come in and chime in for a second. I don't want you to miss my words like I was trying to like not understand like that it might happen. Sometimes people think we in the chat like we trying to say that like we going against you. We're not going against you because we know you up on the topic. You know what I mean?
No. Listen, bro, Ron. Even if you disagree with me, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. I'd rather be right than wrong. If I'm wrong and you tell me something that disagree with what I'm talking about, and come to find out what you're telling me is right and what I'm saying is wrong, I'll be the first one to come on this show and say, you know, man, I was dead ass wrong, because I don't have an ego like that. I want to be right. I don't want to be wrong. Yep. What I'm right about, but I'm the type of person, I feel strong about something, I'm gonna let it be known. What I am right about, Tyson Fury ain't signed no contract. That's what I'm right about. And until he signed a contract, then the remix, I don't heard P. Diddy version, I don't heard Jermaine Dupri, DJ Quick, Dr. Dre, I don't heard Eric Sherman, all the super producers, DJ Mustard, I don't heard all of the different remixes of the same song, like R.I.P. to Shock G, Digital Underground, all around the world, it's the same song. Yep,
it's like all good content, but like you only really like one original version, and that's the right version. You know,
right? You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, Ron. Listen, I want to see the fight. I want to see, bro. I got countless videos talking about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fighting. I got countless videos on my channel. You know, I bro, just look at some of my past videos. I'm excited. I'm doing the Tootsie Roll, the electric slide, the butterfly. You see what I'm saying? I ain't doing no twerking now. We're doing no twerking. But I'm just saying, I was, you know, just saying, dancing. Now I'm like, man, it's like being in the club, guys. I feel like I'm in the club right now, and the DJ playing the same song over and over and over and over.
Yo, I gotta get a shout out to Billy Joe Saunders for the lean into it, like the lean into it song. Like he leaned into that punch, yo.
Yeah, he leaned. Yeah,
coach. I just want to come in and chime in, bro.
All right, shout out to my brother, man, Ronald Finkley, man. Let's ring the Ali bell for Ronald Finkley, and let's give Ronald Finkley a round of applause. Give Ronald Finkley a round of applause, my brother right there, man. He cool as hell, good brother. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. That's all I'm saying, fam. You know what I mean? I want to see. This is what I want to see. Now, because now we finna go to Canelo Alvarez. We finna go to Canelo Alvarez. This is what I want to see, guys. We're going to Canelo Alvarez now. And so I'm finna hammer my point all the way home. Don't ask me, said, looking from the investor's perspective, how safe do you feel investing in Fury? Is he talking about pulling out of mental health problems? As Eddie having to recover the money, how safe do you feel? You know, so yeah. I understand exactly what you're saying. Don't ask me, and that's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying, guys. This is what I'm saying. Now, when it comes to Mr. Canelo Alvarez, let's talk boxing. When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, we don't hear these same issues. When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, let me go ahead and get rid of this banner that's up here right quick. Hold on, go here. Hold on, guys. Let's get rid of this Cash App thing. When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, we don't hear this stuff. When it comes to Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Hearn, big fights are being made. When it comes to Eddie Hearn dealing with any other fighter, big fights get made with Eddie Hearn outside of Boo Boo Andrade. Outside of Andrade, I don't know what he's doing with Andrade, but it is what it is. But outside of that, now Canelo, we don't hear that Spartan talk. With Canelo, we don't hear I need proof of this and proof of that. With Canelo, we are getting fights. So let's look at Canelo Alvarez right here, guys. Exhibit A. Let me go ahead and let me know you guys can see that. Let's look at Canelo Alvarez, Exhibit A. Exhibit A, guys. Canelo Alvarez has had. We're not looking at Canelo's entire resume. We're looking at his last few fights. December 2020, Canelo has fought Callum Smith. 2 months later, February 2021, he fought Yildirim, the turkey that's from Turkey. And last week, May the 8th, he fought Billy Joe Saunders. So, in a 5-month span, Canelo Alvarez has had 3 fights. In a 5-month span, Canelo Alvarez has had 3 fights. Tyson Fury hasn't had a fight in 15 months. Deontay Wilder hasn't had a fight in 15 months. This is a shout out to all of you fans' favorite fighters. Your favorite fighter is not fighting. Canelo Alvarez has had 3 fights in 5 months. And he is looking to have another fight in September. If he has another fight in September, that would be his 3rd fight in 2021. And he's probably going to have another fight later on this year after the September fight, because Canelo said he wants to fight 4 times this year. So Canelo Alvarez is fighting. So for all you guys who say, well, damn, man, there's a whole lot of y'all dick riding Canelo. Y'all riding on Canelo jock. You pulling on Canelo jockstring. No, I'm not pulling on Canelo's jockstring. I'm pulling on the fact that Canelo is fighting. Your favorite fighter ain't fighting nobody. Your favorite fighter is talking about he's a Spartan. Your favorite fighter is hanging out in Miami drinking with Adrian Broner. Your favorite fighter is saying that, hey, you never know if I'm lying or if I'm telling the truth. Your favorite fighter is talking a whole lot of talk, but Canelo is fighting a whole lot of fights. Y'all don't hear me, though. You don't hear me, though. Really, though. Really, though, you don't hear me, though. Play on words. Your favorite fighter is talking Spartan, but Canelo Alvarez is the Spartan. So when you tell me that I am riding Canelo's jock, and I give you that argument just for the sake of argument, but your favorite fighter has Twitter fingers. Your favorite fighter is he is the undisputed heavyweight champion, super middleweight champion, middleweight champion, because I'm talking about several different fighters of the world when it comes to tongue wrestling. Canelo Alvarez don't do no talking. Anthony Joshua don't do no talking. These are 2 fighters who are not talking. They fight. Last time I checked, prize fighters get paid to fight. Last time I checked, you become historic in the sport of boxing by what you do, not by what you say. Marvin Hagler, my favorite middleweight of all time. R.I.P. to Marvin Hagler. Let's ring the Ali bell for Marvin Hagler. He didn't do a whole lot of goddamn talking, but he did a whole lot of fighting. Sugar Ray Leonard, he didn't do a whole lot of talking, but he did a whole lot of fighting. And when they did talk, they fought. They talked and they fought. They talk and they fought. They talk and they walk the walk by fighting. I don't want to hear no Spartan talk when you haven't had a fight in 15 months. I don't want to hear no Spartica when you ain't had a fight in 15 months. Stephen J., let me break it down for you, sir. Let me break it down for you. Because I think you might not have understood what I said. So let me say this as slow as possible. For all of you who rode the short yellow bus with the dark tinted windows when you went to school, let me break this down for you. Let me slow this down. Stephen J., sir. AJ and Canelo are fighting. I care about the sport of boxing. It is my opinion, sir, because when you point one finger, you got three coming back at you. So since you said AJ and Canelo can't do no wrong in my eyes, Tyson Fury can't do no wrong in your eyes. You must be cool with fighters not fighting in 15 months. You must be cool with fighters lying all the time. You must be cool with fighters doing all this goddamn talking, but they ain't fighting nobody. Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alavarez, sir, is doing one thing. They are fighting. This is the fight business. So let me break this down for you, Steve J, because I don't know if you're slow, but let me break this down for you, sir. Canelo Alavarez had 3 fights in 5 months. I hope you understand this. If I offend you, Steve J., you might want to kick rocks. I am talking about fighters who are fighting, not Spartan talk, not tongue wrestling, not lying. I'm talking about fighters who sign contracts and honor their word and step in the ring and fight. You telling me Canelo and AJ can't do no wrong in my eyes? You must be a diehard. You must support fighters who lie all the time. You must support fighters who make excuses. You must support fighters who like to cap all the time. So I say this to you, sir, with all due respect. If I offend you, and this is my favorite word, I do not care. I am talking about the sport of boxing. If you were listening, you would notice that I said Canelo Alavarez has fought 3 times in a 5-month period. He's about that action. So that's what I am judging him on. Anthony Joshua has just recently fought last year in December. And irregardless of whether he fights Tyson Fury next or not, he's going to fight somebody again this year. Joshua will probably have 2 fights this year because he's more than likely, if the Tyson Fury fight doesn't happen next, he's going to fight Alexander Usyk. And then he may fight another mandatory if Tyson Fury still hasn't signed the contract. I hope you understand it now, what I'm coming from, sir. This is not about Canelo Alavarez. This is not about Anthony Joshua. This is about boxing. This is about action. This is about 2 fighters who are putting action behind their words. So if I offend you today, Steve J., I do not apologize. I hope that you can understand this now, sir. If you don't understand it, then you are slow as hell and you are on the wrong channel. Period. Now let me move on. Now, because some people, I got to break it down like that, because some people seem like they slow as fuck. They slow as hell. Like my homeboy Dietrich used to say, you crazy as hell. You crazy as hell. Shout out to my main man Dietrich. Anyways, so now, Canelo has had 5 fights in a 3-month span. And in 4 months from now, he's fighting again. Hopefully, Caleb Plant step up and sign the contract. Hopefully. Now, let's look at the super middleweight division. The super middleweight division, as a matter of fact, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Let's look at Jamal Charlo. because we're talking about your favorite fighter. We're talking about fighters who are fighting. And we're talking about your favorite fighter. Some of you guys' favorite fighter is Jamal Charlo. So I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Jamal Charlo had one fight in 2020. He had 2 fights in 2019, which is pretty good. He had 2 fights in 2018, which is pretty good. He had 1 fight in 2017. Last year, Jamal Charlo had 1 fight. This year, June 19th, he's scheduled to fight Juan Marcias Montiel. Who the hell is Juan Marcias Montiel? I have no idea. I don't know if he's the Uber driver that drove me from my house to the stadium, the football stadium. I don't know who he is, but he's fighting somebody so far. Canelo Alavarez has had 2 fights so far this year. Your favorite fighters are not fighting. This is the whole point of this video. Your favorite fighters are not fighting. I support boxers who fight. I.e., this is why I'm getting on my favorite fighter, Terrence Crawford. Because he's not fighting. A lot of fighters are not fighting. Errol Spence hasn't had a fight this year yet. Sean Porter hasn't had a fight this year yet. I'm supporting fighters who are fighting. I'm not supporting Spartans. I'm not supporting liars. I'm not supporting excuse makers. I'm not supporting dick riders. I'm not supporting fanboys. I'm supporting fighters who fight. Period. If you don't understand that, you clearly are not a fan of boxing. You are a fanboy of a particular fighter. Jamal Charlo is not fighting. Are we sure there aren't twins pretending to be Canelo? This man has fought so many times in a short, amazing time. And guess what? The Canelo haters don't even want to address that. They say that Canelo and Anthony Joshua can't do no wrong in my eyes, but they are ignoring the fact that Canelo is fighting. Anthony Joshua is fighting, and their favorite fighter isn't fighting. I don't give a damn about riding with Canelo. I don't dick ride for nobody. I don't cap for nobody. I am a man who means what I say and say what I mean. I'm telling you that your favorite fighter isn't fighting. Canelo Alvarez is fighting. How do you have 3 fights in a 5-month period? And 2 of those fights were championship fights. 2 of those 3 fights that Canelo had in the 5-month period were championship fights. Jamal Charlo, if you are a Jamal Charlo fan, you have 4 champions in the middleweight division. Let's look at them, everybody. Jamal Charlo is what? He is the WBC middleweight champion. Right? Demetrius Andre. Let's talk about this guy for a minute. Demetrius Andre. Let's look at Demetrius Andre. Let's do this here. Let's look at Demetrius Andre's record. Canelo just a good old time fighter. He's a fighter, so he fights. As you should if you are a fighter. Exactly. Let's look at Demetrius. Let's look at Demetrius Andre, family. Let's look at Demetrius Andre. Demetrius Andre, sir. You had 1 fight in 2020. 15 months later, you had another fight last month against Liam Williams. And you didn't look good in that fight. Even though you won every round, sir, you didn't look good. But at least you had a fight this year. So I'm not going to rip Boo Boo Andrade too much. And I can't get mad at him for pulling up on Canelo at his press conference. Some people say that he was out of pocket. Some people say he was out of line. Some people say he's clout chasing. I give you all of that. But at least he pulled up. I can't say that for Jamal Charlo. He ain't pulling up on no goddamn body. I can't say that for your favorite fighters. They not pulling up on nobody. They saying they are Spartans, but they ain't doing no pulling up. I respect fighters that pull up. Muhammad Ali pulled up on several fighters back in the day. Hell, Mitch Green pulled up on Mike Tyson. Mitch Green. I respect, hell, Lennox Lewis pulled up on fighters. I respect the pull-up game. If you are a fighter and you are part of the pull-up game, salute to you, sir. So at least you trying to get a damn fight. But Andrade has only had one fight so far this year, and last year he had one fight. He is not active. Let's move on to Mr. Sweet Hands, the guy that the Alphabet Boy community is bigging up right now to beat Canelo Alvarez. Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. He had 2 fights in 2019, which is good. He had 1 fight February of last year, 2020. He had 1 fight in 2021 so far this year against Caleb Truax. This guy has had 21 fights so far. 12 by knockout, 9 by decision. So let's get this straight. In a 2-year span, almost 2 years, and it's going to be 2 years because if he fights Canelo, he won't fight Canelo until September of this year. So in a 2-year span, when July hits, this guy, Caleb Plant, has had 3 fights in a 2-year span once July hits. Canelo Alvarez has had 3 fights in a 5-month span. What part of this you ain't understanding? Canelo Alvarez has had 5 months in a 5-month span. But your favorite fighters can't get fights. So Canelo is keeping the sport of boxing alive and well right now because he's fighting. All of these lions only, the kitty cats I call them. Jamal Charlo is Tony the Tiger. Jamel Charlo is the lion. We saw what happened when Daniel Jacobs pulled up on Jamal Charlo. He got quiet as a church mouse. Lil Charlo is always ready for a fight. Big Charlo, kind of suspect. There's a reason why your favorite fighters come to Canelo Alvarez's fight to watch him fight. There's a reason why Errol Spence come see Canelo fight. There's a reason why Jamal Charlo, the Charlos, come see Canelo fight. There's a reason why heavyweights and other boxers come see Canelo fight. And there's a reason why Canelo don't go to none of those fights. Canelo don't go to a Jamal Charlo fight. Canelo don't go see Errol Spence fight. Canelo don't go see Boo Boo Andrade fight. He don't go see Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder or Terence Crawford fight. But they come to his fights. Ask yourself that question. Why is your favorite fighter going to Canelo fights? Jamel Charlo is taking up for Canelo. He's a part of Canelo's security team. He's representing Canelo now, speaking good about Canelo, saying Andrade making a fool of himself by showing up at Canelo's press conference. Fighters are taking up for active fighters are taking up for other fighters. Give your brother the heart that you got, Jamel Charlo, and tell that nigga to get in the ring and fight somebody. Jamal Charlo, now you're saying that you're willing to move up to 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez. You're clout chasing now. If Andrade is clout chasing Canelo, then nigga, you doing the same thing. Jamal Charlo is a good fighter. His resume is Buddha Dean, though. He got a Buddha Dean ass resume. For all of you guys who are not from the South, who are not from Florida, Buddha Dean means fake. Buddha Dean means fake. His resume is Buddha Dean in comparison to Canelo. Canelo is fighting like crazy right now. He's 30 years old. He's in his prime. He's younger than a lot of these guys who calling his name out. But they won't even fight each other. So for all of you who say, I'm dick riding for Canelo Alvarez, that's cool. Canelo ain't even my favorite fighter. My favorite fighter is Terrence Crawford. And that nigga ain't fighting. My favorite fighter is Terrence Crawford, and he ain't fighting no damn body. He fought Amir Khan. He fought Kell Brook last November, 6 months ago. He ain't been in the ring since. I'm ripping his ass too. The difference between me and a fanboy, fanboys don't see no flaws in their favorite fighters. Me, I get it. Everybody can get it with me. I don't give a damn who it is. Everybody getting it with me. So we don't see what Canelo is doing. In the past 5 months, he had 3 fights. Caleb Plant had 3 fights in a 2-year period. My favorite fighter, Terrence Crawford, can't get a fight because dudes on the other side of the street say that he ain't fought nobody. He on the other side of the street. My favorite fighter, Terrence Crawford, when fighters want to fight him, they want career paydays. But yet he's nobody. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't earned the right to fight me. Canelo Alvarez isn't saying that. Yeah, Canelo is saying, I take that back, that's a lie. Canelo did say, boo-boo Andrade, you ain't fought nobody, and brushed them off. But at least Canelo is fighting. What's Jamal Charlo's excuse? You have 4, I don't know if you guys know this. You have 4 champions in the middleweight division. Jamal Charlo. Hold on. Topin time. No, Canelo, Topin time. Crawford ain't being badly managed. He got a promoter that didn't want to put no money up. But it's fine, though. His contract is up in October. So Crawford is leaving that situation. I'm pretty sure of that. He's leaving that situation. And I'm sure of that. He can't leave now because he'll get sued. I.e., remember what happened to Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia got put on the shelf for 2 years for trying to leave Bob Arum. And he couldn't fight for 2 years. Terrence Crawford is going on 34 years old. He can't afford to just try to opt out of a contract. He can't do it. So I can't get on him too bad. And then if he fights somebody that's not a big name, then those same fans gonna say, oh, he ain't fighting nobody, he fighting another bum. Kell Brook was a bum. Amir Khan was a bum. Mean Machine was a bum. But the guys who are saying he fought bums have not fought the guys has not fought the bums that they said Terrence Crawford is fighting. So if your fighter haven't fought those fighters, how do you know they bums? And how do you know what the outcome is gonna be? But that's neither here nor there. This is not a Terrence Crawford video. This is a Canelo Alvarez's video. This is a Anthony Joshua video. This is a Tyson Fury video. This is a video about fighters who are fighting and fighters who are not fighting. So when you talk about Canelo Alvarez, make sure you say that, damn, he don't have 3 fights in 5 months. Your favorite fighter ain't fighting no goddamn body. Ain't what Mr. Angus, what you say? Canelo's a free agent. He can fight whoever he wants. Exactly. He can fight whoever he wants. Anthony Joshua can fight whoever he wants. And he's signed to a promoter. You know what I know how I know? Eddie Hearn made it clear. He said, I work for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua does not work for me. He is my boss. When Anthony Joshua wants, Anthony Joshua gets. Period. So now, you see what I'm saying? So now, I say all that to say this. Canelo Alvarez had 3 fights in 5 months. Caleb Plant has had 3 fights in 2 years. Demetrius Andrade has had 3 fights in a 3-year time frame. Jamal Charlo has had 3 fights in a 2-year time frame. No, he's had 3 fights. No, as a matter of fact, he's had 2 fights. And he's going to have another fight June 2019. So he's going to have 3 fights in a 2019, 2020, 2021 in a 2-year time frame, pretty much, almost 2 years. Canelo's had 3 fights in a 5-month time frame. Your favorite fighters ain't fighting. This is the problem. Your favorite fighters, they want that Canelo status, but they don't have the Canelo work ethic. Everybody want to be Floyd Mayweather, but they don't want to be Pretty Boy Floyd. Everybody want to say, I'm big fish, I'm big fish, cap, big fish. You're on the wrong side of the street. You're on the wrong side of the street. That's what they say. They say, I'm Spartan. I get paid for knocking MFs out. I don't care about the money. Canelo don't have 3 fights in a 5-month period. Your favorite fighters are not fighting. In the middleweight division, you have 4 champions. You have Jamal Charlo, that's the WBC champion. And he inherited that belt when Canelo received the franchise belt. He didn't even have to fight for the belt. He didn't beat nobody for the belt. That belt was up for grabs. How do I know? Let's look at it right here. Jamal Charlo. He won the vacant WBC interim championship belt against Hugo Centeno Jr. That's how we got the belt. Period. Now, in the middleweight division, you have Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo is the WBC middleweight champion. Triple G is the IBF middleweight champion. Boo Boo Andrade is the WBO middleweight champion. And there's another guy from Japan. Murata. Let's look up Murata. Let's look him up. He's another guy from Japan. He is the WBA middleweight champion. You have 4 different champions. I think he's a boxer. Yeah, boxer. But I don't know his first name. You have 4 different champions in the middleweight division. Let you guys see what this guy look like. This is him right here, to the right. You guys probably never seen this guy before. You have 4 different champions in the middleweight division. My advice to Jamal Charlo, who's saying that he'll move up to 168 to fight Canelo now, after turning down a fight to fight Jose Benavidez, who is on the same side of the street as you is. Benavidez is the PBC fighter. Jamal Charlo is the PBC fighter. Same side of the street. They can't fight each other. Murata. Let's look at Murata. Murata has only had 18 fights. But he has 2 losses. He's had 2 fights in 2019, and he hasn't had a fight since. Your favorite fighters are not fighting. So all of you Canelo haters, explain to me why your favorite fighter hasn't been fighting anybody. Some of your favorite fighters are on the same side of the street. You have PBC fighters who can't fight other PBC fighters? Explain that to me, sir. So you have 4 champions in the middleweight division. 4. Ryota Murata is the WBA champion. That's 1. Triple G is the IBF champion. That's 2. Boo Boo Andrade, he's the WBO champion. That's 3. Jamal Charlo is the WBC champion. That's 4. Why are y'all not fighting each other? Why are you clout chasing Canelo Alvarez, who is at the 168 pounds now, but you won't fight each other? Why don't you take Canelo Alvarez example? Why don't you take the example that Canelo is giving you guys and fight to become undisputed? Stop body jocking Canelo Alvarez. Stop clout chasing Canelo Alvarez. Jamal Charlo, stop clout chasing Canelo Alvarez. Andrade, even though I do respect the fact that you pulled up on Canelo. Only problem is you at 160 pounds now. How in the hell Canelo gonna fight you? You at 160. You are a champion at 160, Andrade, sir, with all due respect. You're not a champion at 168. You are a champion at 160. Yes, I know that you were the champion at 160 and Canelo had an opportunity to fight you and become undisputed, and he turned that down and he moved up. I understand all of that, sir. So I'm not mad at you for pulling up on Canelo, but at least you're pulling up. So I respect the fact that you pulled up. So let me go ahead and stop sharing this screen now, because I think I done proved my damn point. I think I done proved my point. Your favorite fighters are not fighting each other. So when you say, you riding for Canelo. Canelo can't do no wrong in your eyes. No, that's not it. You know what it is? Canelo is fighting. He's younger than these big fish. I'm big fish. Calf, big fish. You're on the wrong side of the street. You're on the wrong side of the street. He bigger than these dudes, but they body jocking Canelo. You want to be Canelo, but you don't want to put the work ethic in. Shout out to my main man, Retro Boxing. Shout out to my brother Blood, my fellow brother from Florida. You talk about Canelo, you show up to Canelo's fights, but Canelo ain't coming in your fight, Jamal Charlo. Canelo ain't coming in your fight, Andrade. Canelo ain't coming in your fight, Errol Spence. Canelo ain't coming in your fight, Caleb Plant. Canelo ain't coming to Triple G fight. Triple G old. So I ain't gonna talk bad about Triple G, because Triple G has had some fights. He fought Canelo twice. First fight, I felt like he got robbed, but that's neither here nor there. He fought Canelo twice. First fight was when he got robbed. Second fight, he clearly got beat, in my opinion. Triple G has fought Daniel Jacobs. Jamal Charlo ain't fight Danny Jacobs. They're in the same division. Hell, Jamal Charlo won't even fight the other champions in this division. How in the hell you gonna say Canelo that dude? I want to be that. I want to be Canelo, but you ain't putting the work in that Canelo putting in. You ain't putting the work in that Canelo putting in. Close some of these windows. You ain't putting the work in that Canelo putting in. Mr. Jamal Charlo, sir. Y'all want to be big fish, but you don't want to go fishing. That's the problem. Y'all want to be big fish, but you don't want to go fishing. You don't want to get the fishing pole. You don't want to put the worm on the hook. You don't want to stand out there and fight with the mosquitoes and all the different elements when you're out there fishing. You just want to let somebody else build their name up, and then you come along and say, I want to fight him. You are clout chasing at this point. Canelo Alvarez is not even from Dallas, Texas. 73,000 came out to see him fight. This was the largest indoor event in American history, boxing event, indoor boxing event. The man barely speaks English. He's in Dallas, Texas, got 73,000 and some change coming to see him fight. And all these dudes who on the other side of the street, they can't draw flies to shit. They big fish, big fish. Lions only, lions only. Wrong side of the street, wrong side of the street. Yes, I'm saying street, not street. Canelo Alavarez is just fighting. And these same dudes, your favorite fighters are what? They going to Canelo fights. How come Canelo don't go to a Jamal Charlo fight? How come Canelo don't go to a Adrian Broner or a Errol Spence fight? Errol Spence big fish, right? Why Canelo ain't going to the big fish fight? Why Canelo ain't going to see Caleb Plant fight? You have 4 different champions in the middleweight division. Ain't nobody fighting nobody. But you want Canelo. But you don't want to put the work in that Canelo put in. Everybody want to have the fame. Everybody want to have the fortune. Everybody want to have the praise. But you don't want to put the work in. If Canelo ain't all that, why you body jocking him? Body jocking is a term, guys, that we use in the gym. This is what we use in Florida, especially where I'm from. When you see another nigga on your job admiring your physique, that means he's body jocking. He's jocking your body because he sees something in you that he don't have it, that he don't see in himself. AKA clout chasing. You got 4 fighters you can fight in your division. That's champions. You have 3 fighters that you can fight in your division. That's champions, Jamal Charlo. But now you're talking about you'll move up to 168 to fight Canelo. Nigga, for what? For what? How you gonna rip Andrade for pulling up, but you sitting home in Houston, Texas, talking shit, watching another nigga pull up on Canelo? You supposed to have been there right there with him pulling up. You supposed to say, hey, look, Canelo, man, I'm tired of this. You ducked me at 160, so they say, which we know he didn't. You're going to fight one of us. And I'm moving up to 168 to fight you. I'm going to make you fight me. Because guess what? I'm going to move up to 168, then I'm going to be a mandatory for you. I'm going to be your mandatory for one of those titles. You're going to have to fight me or give the belt up. You're going to get mad at another fighter for pulling up, but you won't pull up. Mr. Jamal Charlo, Tony the Tiger, a.k.a. Tony the Tiger. You the fake lion. Jamel is the real lion. If you are a Jamal Charlo fan, tell him what I said. I do pull-ups. I love pulling up. I do pull-ups at the gym all the time. It's one of the best exercises that you can do, especially if you're having back problems. If you are having back problems, pull-ups is the best thing that you can do. I've never seen a fighter make mockery and get mad at another fighter for trying to fight the best. I never seen a fighter do that. Teofimo Lopez is arguably Teofimo Lopez. Okay, what you say? Garcia, Tank, Haney, Lomo, Shakur, Teo not fighting each other. Shakur is in the is in another division. Teo is undisputed. Some will say he still got to fight Devin Haney because Devin Haney belt has been diminished. He has a WBC title, but it's kind of like it's useless with him. Teofimo Lopez has fought. Listen, let's look at Teofimo because I can't say shit bad about Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez doing his thing. Can't say nothing bad about him. I can't say nothing bad about Teofimo. Teofimo fighting, and Shakur is having a fight. Got a fight coming up too with his stablemate. whether you agree with what Boo Boo Andrade did or not is irrelevant. Whether you feel like Boo Boo Andrade disrespected Canelo is irrelevant. At least he pulled up. Your favorite fighters are not pulling up. They sitting at home being divas. They talking about they big fish, cap, wrong side of the street, I'm big fish. But he's showing up to the real big fish's fights. Canelo don't dick ride. He ain't on these dudes' dick. He ain't coming to no Errol Spence's fight. Errol Spence ain't nobody to Canelo. He not coming to Jamal Charlo fights. Jamal Charlo is nobody to Canelo. He ain't coming to Boo Boo Andrade fight. Boo Boo Andrade is nobody to Canelo. But guess what? All of them coming to his fights. So when you say you riding Canelo's coattail, your favorite fighter is riding Canelo's coattail as well. Because last time I checked, your favorite fighter is showing up to all of Canelo Alvarez's fights. But he ain't showing up to their fights. You want to know why? Because they ain't nobody. They can't even fight each other. How the hell you gonna fight Canelo when you can't even clean up your side of the street in the middleweight division? Y'all don't hear me though. But I'm tripping. So let's look at Teofimo Lopez. Let's look at Teofimo right now. Teofimo. Let's look at Mr. Teofimo Lopez, guys. Let's do this. Let's look at Teofimo Lopez. Peter Reeves, what you say, fam? Facts, coach. They all know about it to Canelo. Exactly. So when you sit back and say, well, Canelo, Boo Boo Andrade is clout chasing Canelo. Jamal Charlo clout chasing him too. Because he's saying now he want to move up and fight Canelo. Errol Spence is clout chasing Canelo. He's saying the fight to make is with me and Canelo. That'll be the biggest fight in boxing. So he want to leave the welterweight division and try to move up to fight Canelo. All of them body jocking. All of them clout chasing Canelo. So you got clout chasers with the PBC mad that Boo Boo Andrade pulled up on Canelo. When they doing the same goddamn thing, clout chasing. The only difference is Boo Boo pulled up at the press conference and y'all clout chasing on Twitter. Twitter fingers is what Drake called it, right? Let's look at Teofimo Lopez. This man has only had 16 fights. 16 fights. He fought Nakatani, which was a hard fight. He fought Richard Coleman. He fought Vasily Lomachenko, the guy who ESPN said was pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Listen, Teofimo Lopez fought in February of 2019, April, July, and December. The man had 4 fights in 2019. In 2020, he only had 1 fight, but that was for the undisputed. Because he won the French fries belt from Vasily Lomachenko as well. Teofimo Lopez fought Richard Coleman for the IBF. He fought Vasily Lomachenko for the WBA and the Ring Magazine belt. And he beat he won the vacant WBC belt. No, hold on, not that. Let's see. So this man been fighting. Listen, 2018, Teofimo Lopez had 1, 2, 3 fights. 2019, he had 4 fights. 2020, he had 1 fight, become undisputed. Some will say he's not undisputed because Devin Haney has a WBC belt. The problem is the WBC have too many goddamn belts, so I don't know who undisputed, who not undisputed. But you get my point. In June, he's going to fight Camboso. And then hopefully we can get that Devin Haney fight. It is my opinion that Devin Haney gonna take an L when he fight Teofimo Lopez. That's my opinion. I am not on the Devin Haney bandwagon. I like Devin Haney. He's a good kid. He's a great fighter. But I think he's gonna get smoked when he fight Teofimo Lopez. Period. That's my opinion. But we won't know yet. Let's look at Floyd Mayweather. Since everybody, we gonna follow the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. Everybody trying to be money made. On the PBC side, we following Floyd Mayweather blueprint. Let's see if you're following his blueprint then. Let's see. Let's look at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s record. Because when you talk about Floyd Mayweather, you seem to forget Pretty Boy Floyd. That's how I know you guys is new to the sport of boxing. You talk about Money May, but you forget about Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd was an assassin. Pretty Boy Floyd fought. Pretty Boy Floyd fought. We ain't gonna count Conor McGregor. That's an MMA guy. Pretty Boy Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao, Marcos Maidana twice, Canelo Alvarez, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, Juan Manuel Marquez, Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, Zab Zuda, Shamba Mitchell, Arturo Gotti, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley, Jose Luis Castillo. I thought he lost that first fight against Castillo, to be honest with you. My opinion. Diego Corrales. When he had his 37th fight, he was still Pretty Boy Floyd. When he fought Oscar De La Hoya, he became Money May. You say you wanna follow the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. This for all you PBC fighters out there. I'm big, cat, outside the street. This for you niggas. This for you on the side of the street niggas. This for you big fish niggas. This for you cap. I'm big fish. Selling 360,000 pay-per-view buys, but you big fish. Doing 250,000 pay-per-view buys, but you big fish. Can't even sell out your own arena in your own city, but you big fish. This for you guys. You big fish niggas. Yes, I'm on the road today. Yes, I am. You hollering about, that's what we say down in the South. You hollering about, hollering, yelling, screaming, talking very loudly, talking with vigor. Basically, that's what that means. You have so much vigor in your voice. Tone it down a little bit. You ain't fighting no damn body. You want to be Canelo Alavarez, but you don't want to put the Canelo Alavarez work in. You want to be Money Mayweather, but you don't want to be Pretty Boy Floyd. You want to be Money May, but you don't want to put the work in that Pretty Boy put in order to become Money May. This is the problem. You want the reward, but you don't want to put the work in. This is the problem. This is what I'm talking about. You want the reward, but you don't want to put the work in. So if I offend you today about your favorite fighter, this is why. I'm not, Canelo can't do no wrong in my eyes. No, Canelo is fighting. 3 fights in 5 months. Your favorite fighters can't even have 2 fights in a year. Your favorite fighter can't even have 2 fights in a year. Your favorite fighter talking about he big fish, but he ain't fighting everybody in his division. Now, in respect of Errol Spence is fighting Ugas. He fought Sean Porter. And he beat Kell Brook. So I respect what Errol Spence has done for that. So he is fighting. I give Errol Spence that credit. He's fighting. But save all the big fish talk, sir. There's nothing big about you. Canelo is big fish. Anthony Joshua is big fish. Floyd Mayweather was big fish. You're not big fish. You have to fight Crawford and become undisputed welterweight champion of the world and beat him like you said you would. Until you do that, sir, you ain't big fish. Jamal Charlo, the kitty cat, Tony the Tiger. You giving the Charlo name a bad name. You giving Charlo name a bad name. Stop clout chasing Canelo and fight Triple G. Fight Andrade. Stop telling Andrade, I ain't gonna fight you. I'ma freeze you out. I'ma blackball you. But you jocking Canelo. These are the same people. And all you Alphabet Boy channel fans out there, you talking about Canelo won't fight black fighters. Canelo racist. He won't fight black fighters. Well, if he was racist, why in the hell black fighters trying to fight him? Why your favorite fighter on his nuts? Explain that to me, sir. Listen, I haven't seen Canelo show up to one Errol Spence fight. I have not seen Canelo show up to my favorite fighter, Terrence Crawford fight. I haven't seen Canelo show up to any Tyson Fury fights. I haven't seen Canelo show up to any Deontay Wilder fights. I haven't seen Canelo show up to any Jamal Charlo fights, any of the Charlos. I haven't seen Canelo show up to any of the Boo Boo Andrade fights or Triple G fights or whoever fights. But only person I've ever seen Canelo show up to is Ryan Garcia. But all of these fighters are riding Canelo's job. Praising Canelo, worshiping Canelo. But I'm big fish. Nigga, please miss me with that bullshit. Make that make sense to me. That's all I'm saying. So the title of this video is appropriate. Why is Canelo fighting more than your favorite fighters? Why? Explain that to me. Why is Canelo, the guy who's supposed to be afraid of Jamal Charlo, the guy who's supposed to be afraid of Boo Boo Andrade, the guy who's supposed to be afraid of all these black fighters, why are these fighters breaking their neck to go watch Canelo fight? But they ain't fighting each other. Jamal Charlo got 3 other dudes in his division that have belts, and he ain't talking about fighting none of them. If you are a fan of Jamal Charlo, you should be ashamed of that. You should be ashamed of him. I want to see if Caleb Plant steps up to the plate, if Al Heyman allows Caleb Plant to step up to the plate and sign the contract to fight Canelo. I would love to see Canelo fight Benavidez next. All of this stuff, Canelo, about you ain't gonna fight no Mexican fighters is bull-ish to me. You are a fighter, sir. You fight whoever come up to the plate, regardless of what their race or nationality is. So we don't want to hear nothing about you won't fight Mexican fighters. We don't want to hear that, Canelo. Anybody's supposed to be able to get it. Canelo, you are supposed to be the can man. Mexicans can get it. African Americans can get it. And we already know you fighting all the European fighters, so it doesn't matter. So I have to check Canelo on that. Canelo, all of this about you ain't gonna fight no Mexican fighters. Miss me with that bullshit. Once you dispose of Caleb Plant, once you unplant the plant in 4 rounds, I'm going to bet a 4-round stoppage. Caleb Plant, you is a fake-ass John B. All of these Alphabet Boy channels are praising you, Caleb Plant. Mr. Sweet Hands. Sweet Hands, they're praising you. I'm not high on you, Caleb Plant. I have never been high on you. Never. You fought a bunch of taxi cabs, drivers, hobo Sams, Uber drivers, grocery store clerks. That's who you have fought, sir. Caleb Plant. And your ass is getting unplanted in September when you fight Canelo. You are a good fighter. We're going to find out how good you is in September. Because the Alphabet Boy channels are praising you as the next savior to beat Canelo Alavarez. But we all know how it's going to end. Your ass going to sleep. Or they're going to throw the towel in. Shout out to JC for the super chat. JC, what you say, fam? We on the same page? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, JC. That's all I'm saying. Lisa Bells, what's going on, sis? Coach Canes was at Ruiz fight. Oh, Canelo was at Ruiz fight, junior fight to support Ruiz. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. He there to support Ruiz. And understandably so, because Ruiz, at the time when he fought Canelo, when he fought Anthony Johnson for the second fight, he was the unified champion of the world. He was the first Mexican unified champion of the world. But you get what I'm saying though, Lisa. Lisa, you get what I'm saying though. Arturo, what do you say? Stop screaming? Huh. Wow. Anyways, that's all I'm saying, guys. Your favorite fighters are not fighting each other. You got dudes in the welterweight division that got business to take care of at the welterweight division with all of the champions. And they talking about moving up, fighting Canelo, clout chasing. But yet these are the same guys. You got another guy in the middleweight division who's talking about moving up to fight Canelo, clout chasing. These are the same guys who said Boo Boo Andrade made himself look like a fool for begging for a fight with Canelo, when they are essentially doing the same thing. Only difference is they didn't pull up. You want to know why they didn't pull up? Because them niggas ain't got no heart like that. So whether you agree with Andrade or not, that's not what I'm talking about. I can sit here and say that Boo Boo Andrade is was wrong for showing up at Canelo's press conference. I can sit here and say that anybody who has a problem with the way I'm speaking, you can leave the chat. Go to a channel where they whisper. Go to a channel where they say, okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about this fight today, yada, 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 yada. If I'm talking too loud for you, turn the volume down or take your ass to another channel. And if I offend you, I don't give a damn. Stop being so goddamn sensitive. You Ralph Tresvant ass niggas. Man with sensitivity ass niggas. And I mean that. So now back to what I was saying. Canelo Alvarez is fighting. These other fighters with the PBC is clout chasing Canelo. Boo Boo Andrade is clout chasing Canelo as well. But at least he pulled up. Because I come from an era, I'm 47 years old. I come from an era where fighters pulled up. That's the era I come from. I come from an era where fighters pulled up. Muhammad Ali pulled up all the time on a fight. I come from an era where fighters pulled up on each other. A lot of you fight fans that's now, some of you guys in your 20s, you don't know shit about boxing, like Floyd Mayweather, like Roger Mayweather say, R.I.P. to Roger Mayweather. You so much of a fanboy of a fighter that you get offended very easy when someone criticizes your fighter. Every fighter is supposed to get criticized when they are moving sideways. That's what we say here in Florida. When you're moving sideways, you're moving real funny style right now. That's how fighters supposed to move. If you are a prize fighter, Joe B, what you say, Coach? Cynical Theories came today. Hope it's a good book. Oh yeah, as good as Thomas Sowell books. Oh yeah, absolutely. Thomas Sowell is my guy. I love Thomas Sowell. I read books from Thomas Sowell, Walter Williams, Larry Elders. I read stuff by even Neil deGrasse Tyson. I think he's from the Bronx. He's a black astrophysicist. I read stuff that the average person in America really don't read. Reading is my hobby. I love reading. That's my passion. I love reading. My teacher in high school, pretty much when I was in school, I didn't like reading. But when I got on the debate team in high school, you have to read. You have to read in order to be on the debate team because you have to do research. We didn't have Google back then. You know, a lot of you guys are Google babies. We didn't have Google back then. We had to go to the library and we had to get with the librarian. And we had to pull out the file cabinet and look through these cards. They call them bookmark cards in order to find the book that we wanted. The librarian give you a card and then you go find your book. And you got a week or two to bring it back. That's the era I come from. That's the era I come from. So for all you, it's so good looking out, fam, for buying that book. I promise you're gonna love it. So for all of you, Google babies, I come from an era where fighters pulled up. That's what they did. Sorry about that. I come from an era where fighters pulled up. So if you got a problem with a fighter pulling up, that's your problem. Stop having your favorite fighter in protective custody. Stop having your favorite fighter in protective custody and tell them stop showing up at Canelo Alvarez's fight and put on events like Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is not even from America. He's from Mexico. He's not from America. He's from Mexico. And he's coming to America. He's here in America. And he's a bigger star in America than your favorite fighters. This is for all you PBC. PBC where it's at. PBC where it's at. Al Heyman. Big. Cat. Big. Call Al. You ain't fought nobody. You got to get a belt first. You're on the wrong side of the street. This for all you niggas. You got a Mexican in Canelo Alvarez that's from Mexico fighting his ass off. When the history is shown, when Canelo retires, his legacy will be etched in cement, and the cement is dry. I can't say that for Jamal Charlo. I can't say that for Andrade. There's nothing Hall of Fame about these guys. Nothing. Canelo is fighting to become the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. Jamal Charlo, sir, why are you not fighting to become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world? Make that make sense to me. Canelo lives in the United States, but he's not from the United States. That's my whole point, sis. He's not from the United States. He lives in the United States, but he's not from the United States. The man barely speaks English. But you have people who's from the United States that speak English, who are fighters, who break their neck to go to Canelo Alvarez's fight. But he ain't think about them niggas. Please fight me, Canelo. Please. Listen, if I was Jamal Charlo, you know what I would do to make myself more marketable? I would take a page out of your little brother, out of your brothers, since y'all twins, out of your brother's playbook. Jamal Charlo is fighting to become the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. Mr. Jamal Charlo, sir, if you are the lion that you say you are, if you are the big dog that you say you are, why are you not fighting for to be undisputed middleweight champion of the world like your brother is fighting to become undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world? Jamal Charlo is fighting to become undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. Jamal Charlo is talking about moving up to 168 to fight Canelo. Nigga, please miss me with that bullshit. How in the hell Canelo Alvarez is fighting to become undisputed super middleweight champion of the world? Jamal Charlo is fighting to become undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. And Jamal Charlo is clout chasing Canelo. Make that make sense to me, sir. Universal bullshit. Neil deGrasse Tyson is the government shield. Look it up, coach. Yeah, we did that pull-up ish too, which is what we learned from the elders. I don't agree with you what you say about Neil deGrasse Tyson, but that's your opinion. But we're just going to agree to disagree on that. Especially if you're coming from the pro-black perspective. Because if you're coming from the pro-black perspective, then anybody who's articulate, anybody who's educated, anybody who ain't talking about that black shit, banging on the white man the devil, we gonna fight the system, doing this and doing that, which comes from Marxism, which comes from white ideology. If anyone who's not talking about that, sir, then if you ain't talking like that, then everybody else is a coon and Tom. Trust me, I know. I came from that background. I was a Marxist myself, Black Panther and in the Nation of Islam. That's why I tattooed on my shoulder. I'm gonna get all that bullshit taken off of my body. I'm gonna get all of it taken off my body. That's when I was a fool. But I'm just saying, sir, I disagree with what you're saying as relates to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Shout out to my man Edward Stevens for the super chat. So we're gonna ring the Ali bell for him. And shout out to my brother Edward Stevens for the super chat. Do you believe the 40 million offered? Do you believe the 40 million Andre offered? No, I don't know nothing about 40 million, sir. To be honest with you, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Jamal. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, sir. To be honest with you, I don't know about that. Hey, Edward Stevens, who did he offer it to? Who did he offer it to, sir? Just let me know. Ronald Finkler, what do you say, fam? He gonna get it. He gonna get this work, not fighting Andre. Listen, Jamel seems to be one of the fight tougher guys than 160 Charlo. Jamel Charlo is fighting. Let's look at who he fights. Jamel Charlo wants to be undisputed. Why Jamal Charlo don't want to be undisputed, I have no idea. But he clout chasing Canelo. But he mad at Boo Boo Andrade for doing the same goddamn thing that he doing. Clout chasing Canelo. And at least Andrade is pulling up. See, I respect the pull up. That's what I'm talking about. I respect the pull up. Because when you want to fight somebody, you got to pull up. Let's see. Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo is fighting Brian Costano. That's going to be a tough fight. That's going to be a tough fight. Jamel Charlo is the WBA, Super, WBC, IBF, and Ring Magazine light middleweight champion. Jamel Pull-Up Charlo. Jamel Lions Only Charlo. Jamel Lions Only Charlo. Let me give you your flowers right now, sir. I know that you may not like me because I'm ripping your brother. I don't give a damn. But I'm going to give you the respect that you deserve, sir, because you do deserve it. Jamel Charlo is fighting Brian Costano. Jamel Charlo, as you can see right here, guys, he is the WBA, WBC, IBF, and the Ring Magazine light middleweight champion of the world. Jamel Charlo is the real deal Holyfield. And the WBO light middleweight champion is Brian Costano. Brian Costano, that's a bad boy. He can fight. Brian Costano can fight. They don't even have a picture of this dude. 18 wins. No, he had 18 fights, 17 wins, 12 by KO, 1 draw. But in my opinion, Jamel Charlo gonna stop him. In my opinion. So Jamel Charlo, guys, from what you can see, Jamel Charlo, I don't know what this is right here. Stop that. We're gonna stop sharing this screen. Jamel Charlo, guys, is the lion of the Charlo brothers. Jamal Charlo is Tony the Tiger. JC, what you say, fam? Who is Montiel? I have no idea who Montiel is. What you say, Peter Reeves? Coach Andrade said he offered Canelo 40 mil. Wow. I think that's cap, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like fighters can't offer no fighter money that they don't have. How you going to offer Canelo $40 million when you ain't got $40 million? Your handlers probably did that, Andrade. Maybe Eddie Hearn, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is this. I respect the pull-up, man. That's all I'm saying, brother. That's my whole point. I respect the pull-up. Pull-up game. I respect the pull-up game. You see what I'm saying? Boxing's future. Errol Spence good. Yeah, Errol Spence is a good fighter. Damn good fighter. One of my favorite fighters. I just don't like him booed up with other rappers, kissing them on the neck, talking all that A side, wrong side of the street, big fish talk. Because the era I come from, I seen big fish. I know what a big fish is. You probably big fish to these new booties who just started watching boxing, but your ass ain't no big fish to me. Big fish do big numbers. Big fish sell out venues. Big fish do record-breaking pay-per-view numbers. You can't do mediocre numbers and say you big fish when you ain't doing big fish numbers. I showed you guys. I can pull up right now to prove my point. To prove my point, guys. I can pull up right now and show you the top 30 pay-per-view bulk fights in the history of pay-per-view. And Mr. Big Fish is not on that list. There's nothing less than 1.3 or 1.4 million pay-per-view buys on this list. And when it comes to venues, selling out venues, we know Canelo just broke the record. Canelo just done something that no fighter in the history of boxing in the United States has done. He had the largest live gate event, boxing event, than anybody in the history of boxing. So I understand. So if your favorite fighter is not doing that, what Canelo just did, if he can't sell out in a live gate at his, if he can break out 30, 40,000, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good. That's good. You break out 30, 40,000. Canelo brought out 73,000 in your seat. He can't even speak English. Big fish. Canelo doesn't say he big fish. And he's big fish. Well, Canelo is a whale. See, when you're the big dog, you have all the little puppies chasing you. Don't dislike me, be like me. Don't talk about it, be about it. So, Errol Spence, he is the unified welterweight champion. And I love that. Hopefully we can get the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. Because that's a legacy fight for both men. That's a legacy fight for both men. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get that. But Jamal Charlo, your little brother, and I mean little in size, because I know you guys are twins. I don't know which one was born first or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Your little brother is fighting to become the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. Canelo Alavarez, the guy who you was talking about relinquishing your belt to, you're going to get rid of your belt and then move up to fight Canelo. He's fighting to become undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. You, sir, have business to take care of at the middleweight division. You don't want to fight Andrade. You don't want to fight Murata. And then you got Triple G. You should be chasing Triple G. You should be making a fight with Andrade. Because Andrade is willing to fight you, sir. I don't want to hear nothing about, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to hear that. The era that I come from, fighters didn't say that. Fighters, you never would have heard Hagler say, man, I ain't fighting Sugar Ray. I ain't fighting Hearns. I don't want to fight him. He hurt my feelings. You ain't done half the stuff that these legendary Hall of Fame fighters have done. But you do the most talking. Canelo don't do no talking. He just step in the ring and he do what he do. He had 3 fights in a 5-month span. Your favorite fighters are not active enough. And this is coming from a 47-year-old who has been watching boxing, the sport of boxing, since 1978. Since I was 4 years old. Do the math. Since I was 4 years old, I've been watching boxing. So your favorite fighter don't impress me. Because I don't see impressive fighters. And your favorite fighter, he ain't one of them. I know what a big fish is. And your favorite fighter who's with the PBC, he ain't no big fish. I'm sorry to tell you. I've seen lions before. Your favorite fighter that's with the PBC, who won't even unify his division, he ain't no lion. The boy that they call Cinnamon, i.e. Canelo means cinnamon in Spanish, he fighting people. If Canelo retired right now today, he's going into the Hall of Fame. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Can't say the same for your favorite fighter right now. These PBC fighters fight once a year. Y'all are some prima donnas. I don't care nothing about the PBC. I care nothing about Top Rank. I care nothing about Matchroom. I care nothing about Queensberry. You know what I care about? The sport of boxing. I am consistent with this. I care about the sport of boxing more than I care about promotional companies and management companies. You new booties who are new to the sport. I've never heard fans brag about promotional companies and management companies. Who gives a damn what company they with? Are they fighting? When is he going to fight and who is he fighting? That's all we care about from my era. You new booties, y'all care about social media followers. Y'all care about, oh, you seen what's the name at the such and such? Y'all pocket watching. Oh, man, what's the name making such and such? He ain't even making money like that. He don't deserve that fight. That's what you new booties say now. You social media fight fans. I don't come from that era. I don't represent that era. I come from an era where, hey, I don't like you. You don't like me. That make it even better. We gonna fight. I don't come from an era where a fighter say, like a Jamel Charlo, and I like Jamel Charlo, not bagging on Jamel Charlo, but I understand how Jamel Charlo feel about Andrade because Andrade did pull out of a fight with him. So I'm gonna get Jamel a pass. But we don't come from an era where fighters say, I don't like him, so I'm not gonna fight him. When you don't like a fighter, that's the main reason why you should fight the fighter. Because you want to beat his ass. Because you want to beat his ass. I've never heard of a fighter not like a fighter and then refuse to fight him because he don't like him. Damn, that rhyme. You refuse to fight him because you don't like him. I've never heard of that before. When you don't like a fighter, that's the main reason why we should be fighting each other. Because I hate you, you hate me, I want to bash your head in, you want to bash my head in, let's see who's going to be the better man. Shout out to my main man, Edward Stevens, 72-year-old fan since 1950, seen the best. Exactly, Mr. Edwards. Mr. Stevens, exactly. So you know what I'm talking about, sir. Ronald Finkler, what do you say, fam? It's all about the matchups. You know exactly what I'm talking about, sir. Yes, AJ and Canelo are the most popular, but the best fighter in the world right now, in my opinion, is Bud Crawford. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter. I won't say he's the best. I say Canelo is the best. And Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter. That's me being as objective and as unbiased as I can be. And I really, really love Terrence Crawford. Trust me, I do. I feel bad for the dude. I wish he'd fight more fights. I wish those other guys who's on the other side of the street would be willing to fight him instead of saying he's on the wrong side of the street, instead of saying he big fish, instead of saying cap, instead of saying call Al, I'm my own boss, but call Al. I'm my own boss, but call Al. I'm my own boss, but call Al. Bosses don't move like that. Where I come from, dog, where I come from, a boss, a boss's actions tell you that he's a boss. I want to become undisputed. I don't give a damn who got the belt. Godzilla can have that belt. I want to fight him. King Kong can have that belt. I want to fight him. What I loved about Marvin Hagler was this. Anybody who had a belt in the middleweight division, he wanted that smoke. That's what I loved about Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler, when somebody had a belt, man, I want that smoke. I want to fight him. Marvin Hagler didn't say, I'm big fish. Marvin Hagler didn't say, Sugar Ray, me and you can't fight. You're on the wrong side of the street. Big fish, big fish. He didn't say that. He wasn't talking like that. Roy Jones Jr. didn't talk like that. Mike Tyson didn't talk like that. If he did, he never would have been the youngest heavyweight champion of the world, undisputed. Lennox Lewis didn't talk like that. Evander Holyfield didn't talk like that. Muhammad Ali didn't talk like that. Joe Louis, Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano, my favorite fighter, Sugar Ray Robinson, didn't talk like that. You PBC fighters, you some funny style ass niggas. This is how you talk. You hide behind Al Heyman. Call Al. I don't like him. He hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna fight you. I'm a blackball you. You funny style. You funny style, dog. You fighters today, you kissing rappers on the neck. You booed up with other fighters in the club, poking your lips out, trying to kissing other men in the mouth. What the hell is going on with these boxing fans, these boxers today? And you fanboys don't even hold your fighters accountable. It's ridiculous. Your fighters twerking. Your favorite fighters talking about they want to have babies. They want to see what it feels like to get pregnant. My fighters that I came up watching don't talk like that. So what I like about Canelo and what I respect about Canelo, he reminds me of a throwback fighter. He ain't moving funny style like you dudes. Don't hate the game, hate the player. He ain't moving funny style like these dudes. We ain't booed up. I ain't never seen Muhammad Ali booed up with Joe Frazier trying to give him some sugar. I ain't never heard Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson said a lot of crazy stuff now, I ain't gonna lie. Mike was crazy. But I ain't never seen Mike Tyson booed up with Carl the Truth Williams or Evander Holyfield trying to give him some sugar. I ain't never heard Marvin Hagler or Roy Jones Jr., one of my other favorite fighters, say, "Look, man, one day I want to. If scientists can come out with the way that men can have babies, I would love to experience that." I ain't never heard Roy Jones say no shit like that. But your favorite fighter has. Bomb Squad. Your favorite fighter has said that. I ain't never seen Sugar Ray Leonard twerking before. I ain't never seen Pernell Whitaker, even though Pernell Whitaker was on cocaine when he was boxing. I ain't never seen Pernell Whitaker say, "You're on the wrong side of the street, I ain't fighting you." These fighters today are funny stuff. I ain't never seen Simon Brown say that. Ron Lyles. Larry Holmes. I never saw this before. So when I call your favorite fighters out, understand that I'm coming from a good place. But I got to call them out. There's no accountability in the sport of boxing right now. This is the problem. Let me disconnect this right here right quick, guys. Hold on for a minute. All right, went out for a minute. I had to disconnect the screen sharing for the computer. There's a lot of fanboy stuff going on. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of why my mouse ain't moving. There's a lot of fanboy stuff going on. That's all I'm saying, guys. As a matter of fact, let me do this. I'm trying to get my mouse to work right quick, guys. My mouse ain't working. Bear with me for a moment. There's a lot of fanboy. Oh, there you go, right there. There's a lot of fanboy stuff going on right now, guys. Bear with me for one moment, guys. I'm trying to get this. I don't want to disconnect the computer because if we do that, this mess the whole damn live up. My favorite fighters don't twerk. My favorite fighters don't talk about having babies. My favorite fighters don't be booed up with rappers kissing them on the neck. My favorite fighters don't be in the club sitting in between the legs of another fighter, turning his head back, poking his lips up to try to get some sugar from him. My favorite fighter don't do that. Man, this damn mouse is getting on my nerves. All right, the mouse is dead. So let me go ahead and use this. My favorite fighters don't do that. So if I offend you, that means you condone what your favorite fighters are doing. You don't see a problem with your favorite fighter being booed up with Yellow Beezy, kissing him on the neck, and videoing it. You see what I'm saying? So if I offend you, that means you condone that from your favorite fighter. And if you condone that, then you're supposed to be offended any goddamn way. Coach, you talking nothing but raw truth today. Philly Fly, shout out to my brother Philly Fly. Philly Fly, fly. Hey, I like his name, man. Hey, Divine, what you say, fam? If any fighter of the past was to twerk, especially heavyweights, promoters would drop them and the media would destroy them, probably for the rest of their career. It's a whole new day today, man. Ronald Fickley, if you enjoy the content, please smash Coach Malachi like the like button. Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that. Trust me, guys, I'm coming from a good place. I'm kind of harsh with it, with my delivery. I admit that. I am kind of harsh with my delivery, but I'm coming from a good place. I'm coming from a good place. I don't want to see fighters ducking each other. I want to see the best fight the best. I want to see the best fight the best. I don't want to see fighters telling me how much of a Spartan they is, but they ain't signing contract. They ain't signing Spartan contracts. I don't want to see my fighter kissing other fighters, boxers, in the mouth in the middle of the ring. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see my fighters twerking and talking about having babies. And if you want to see that, something is wrong with you. As it relates to the sport of boxing, I don't want to see that. I don't give a damn who it is. It could be Terrence Crawford. It could be Sugar Ray Leonard. It could be Sugar Ray Robinson. It could be Mike Tyson. It could be Roy Jones. If I see any of that coming from any of them or any of them of the past, I'll call their ass out on it too. Remember, I am the canned man, similar to what Agent Broner said. Anybody can get it. I don't discriminate when it comes to spreading out my criticism. If I see you moving funny style, I have to call you out on it, irregardless of who it is. That's called constructive criticism, and that's called being objective. This is not a narrative-based channel, podcast. I'm going to try to stay right down the damn middle. Whether it's Crawford or AJ or Tyson Fury, or whether it's Deontay Wilder, Spence, Charlos, or whoever, Teofimo Lopez, or whatever. I I can't criticize fighters if they actively fighting. If you're actively fighting, I can't criticize you. So stop using Floyd Mayweather blueprint as an excuse. Because you ain't following the blueprint that Floyd made. Because in order for you to be in the position that Floyd Mayweather is in today, you're going to have to go through the pretty boy Floyd Mayweather era. If you don't take the pretty boy Floyd route, you can't enjoy the fruits and labor of Money Mayweather. If you ain't taking the Canelo Alavarez's route, 30 years old, gonna have 55, 56 fights. And he's younger than you guys. Canelo is younger than Jamal Charlo, I think, and Jamel Charlo, and Errol Spence. But he's outworking you guys. You're being outworked right now. You want praise, but you don't want to put the work in. Shout out to my brother, Ronald Finkley, for the super chat. What you say, Philly Fly? You say fighters today are scared to fight the best as they don't believe in themselves, scared to catch an L. Listen, man, I am from the era to where if you lose a fight, you lose a fight. We ain't gonna look down on you because you lost. At least you fought. What I like about if you lose a fight, I like to see, okay, you lost. Look at where you made the mistake at and come back at that ass again and see if you get the rematch and beat the dude. All it is, oh man, he lost the fight, it's over with for him. Deontay Wilder, let me address Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, sir, you only lost one fight. You haven't fought since you lost that one fight. I have ripped you a new one plenty of times. But what you notice, guys, I've never talked bad about Deontay Wilder about him getting in the ring fighting. I talk bad about him making excuses for why he lost. I talk bad about him for twerking. And I talk bad about him for talking about he wants to have a baby and get pregnant by his baby mama. You ain't never heard me say nothing bad about Wilder getting in the ring boxing. I might have said now he fought a whole bunch of hobos and bums. I might have said that. And it's true. Resume show that. Tyson Fury, the same thing. He only had two good fights, two big name fights. He fought Deontay Wilder, and he fought Vladimir Klitschko. That's it. Some people say, well, what about Derek Chisora? Derek Chisora got 11 losses now. He's a journeyman. But I give you that. But that boy Canelo, that boy done fought a whole lot of motherfuckers, bro. Anthony Joshua, he ain't had a whole lot of fights, but he's fighting all top 10 guys. And if Anthony Joshua start moving funny style, I'm gonna get on his ass too. But Derek Chisora, what I like about Derek Chisora, he'll fight anytime, anywhere. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is a fighter. He's not a championship fighter, but he's a fighter. And Derek Chisora, I think he was undefeated when Tyson Fury fought. I think they fought twice. Derek Chisora has 11 losses now. The proof, it is what it is. Dillian White is another one of the fighters I like. I like Dillian White, the body snatcher. If I see him moving funny style, I'm going to get on his ass too. But I ain't got nothing bad to say about Dillian White. He got knocked out. He came back and avenged his knockout. That's what boxing is all about. When Deontay Wilder got beat by Tyson Fury, he went in hibernation. We never seen him anymore. And Tyson Fury was saying that he won't fight him again. Only to turn around and realize he may have to fight him again. Because you have a contract. You can't run from contracts. There's no way around contracts. You see what I'm saying? There's no way around contracts. I wouldn't mind seeing the trilogy match with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I'm going to tell you why. Because I want to see if what Tyson Fury did was a fluke, or I want to see can Deontay Wilder make adjustments. What did Deontay Wilder learn from the second fight that he can feel confident that he's going to beat Tyson Fury in the third fight? I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. Only problem is Wilder went into protective custody, and he had the Alphabet Boys talking for him. And all these conspiracies came about. Glovegate, 2 different versions of Glovegate. Egg weight, padding out of the gloves. Water bottle gate, referee gate, costume gate, twerk gate, baby mama gate, baby daddy gate, child support gate. That's what I was finished with Wilder. Shout out to my main man, Punch Drunk Boxing. Punch, shout out to my brother, man. Hey, anybody, Punch, and listen, Punch has really supported me a lot, to be honest with you guys. And Punch really did help me get a lot of subscribers that I have by shouting me out on this channel. So I really appreciate that. I got to give respect where respect is due. Punch has really helped me out a lot. Him and H Money. Even though H Money is kind of crazy, he went crazy on me a little bit now. H, if I talked to you, you went crazy with me. You did go kind of crazy on me. But outside of that, bro, much love for you too. Much love to Blood Boxing, boxing documentaries. Much love to them as well. Man, what is wrong with this damn shit? Sorry about that, guys. That damn anybody want to come in, they can come in, man. Anybody want to come in, they can come in. Punch, that's my guy. I fucks with Punch. That's my guy. Did you notice you watch his videos, he talk about the race hustlers in boxing, and you guys know I dropped the race hustlers, talk about the race hustlers in boxing as well. I might have dropped it a little before Punch, but me and him talked about it before. Stay away from the race hustlers. I ain't never seen a man win a fight based on his skin color. When I see a man win a fight, they win based on skills. So right now we got Teofimo Lopez. He fighting his ass off. He finna fight Kambosos. Teofimo is, some say he's undisputed, some say he's not. I think they downgraded. I think my main man Punch, he know more about that situation than I do. Punch get the exclusives. Hey Punch, I watched the video where you had Teofimo on your show. Him and his dad gave him the thing. I watched all the Punch Drunk videos. That's my guy. I fucks with him. Period. I got subscribers from my brother, Punch. But shouting me out when he didn't have to. He did that on the strip. He did that. So I got to give him his props. H Money did it too. Even though he went crazy a little bit on me for a little while, but he okay. I heard he back. Shout out to a lot of Bruce Vane. Never met the brother, but shout out to him. Shout out to Bushido Boxing. Shout out to IBFP. Shout out to Lady Shan Channel. Shout out to Rap Star, even though Rap Star crazy as hell in his goddamn self. He cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But shout out to him. All I'm saying, all this Canelo clout chasing, Canelo had 3 fights in 5 months. That's all I'm saying, guys. Canelo is a throwback fighter. He's a throwback fighter. I want to see, oh yeah, shout out to Showbiz Deal Dope. You see what I'm saying? So, I want to see the best fight the best. Jamal Charlo, you got 3 other champions in your division. Clean that division out. Oh, yeah, YB. Shout out to YB. Yeah, man, YB funny the motherfucker, bro. Shout out to YB. I don't know the brother, never met him, but he funny. He funny. He is funny, though. He is funny. He stay on the Alphabet Boys' neck. He stay on their neck. YB do. We got to get the race hustlers out of the sport of boxing. Oh, yeah, shout out to Kirk. I keep forgetting about Kirk, too. Kirk got a good channel. He got a good channel. But shout out to the fighters who are fighting. Teofimo fight coming up. We're going to start talking about Teofimo and Kambosos. We're going to start talking about Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. I like Josh Taylor against Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is a bad boy, though. Jose Ramirez is a bad boy. But I like Josh Taylor against him. So we're going to start talking about that as well. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at Canelo. Don't get mad at at least my man pulled up. That's all I'm saying. Whether you think Andrade was wrong or not, that can be debated. That can be debated. But at least he pulled up. That's the least I can say about your favorite fighter. Jamal Charlo ain't fighting no goddamn body. Hey, shout out to my main man, Tune for the super chat, and we got my main man, Push. We got Push in the building. We got the dog. We got the dog Push in the building. Okay, hold on. You think Floyd is trying to block T.O. Shine? I don't believe that that is Floyd. He's gonna make easy money. Got nothing blocking him. Oh yeah, man. Listen, Floyd doing what he doing. He trying to drop a fight. Same time, Teofimo dropped his. Teofimo had to move his date. That's fine. Teofimo is the real deal. Keep doing your thing, Teofimo. You know, Floyd is being Floyd. It is what it is. We got to call him out on that bullshit too, though. Everybody can get it. I don't like the fact that Floyd did that, but let me shut my big ass mouth, and we gonna give my main man Punch Drunk Boxing in the building, aka Mr. AKA. He got so many aliases, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Mr. El Burrito.
Mr. Musha, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Maldito Borracho. What's good, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, fam, man? Hey, man, I was just telling everybody, I appreciate the fact, man, that, you know, man, you really helped me build my subscriber base up by promoting me and, you know, just giving me a shout out on the show. You didn't have to do that. And I really, really appreciate that, fam. I'm honored. I really appreciate that, fam, because that's something you didn't have to do.
Man, you did that, man. You got the energy, man. A lot of people don't got the energy like you, coach.
Hey, man, you know, we was just sitting here, man. Hey, when you live now? When are you going live? When are you going live?
Oh, later on, probably like around like 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna tune into your show. Listen, man, if you ain't heard of Punch Drunk Boxing, man, please watch this guy. This guy is hilarious. He's funny as hell, bro. The video I saw before you had Teofimo on there,
yeah,
senior and him on there. But the video I saw was Billy Joe Saunders. You didn't, you know, I thought you was gonna like rip him, but you gave him his props. You said at least he showed up to fight. You didn't like, you don't show no bias. You like, listen, Billy Joe, some people say he quit. It's my opinion that, hey man, if you gonna pick on Dubois for doing the same thing, then you gotta get, because I ripped him too for doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Facts. But he did the right thing though.
I mean, because you know what, in the end of the day, for me, in the end of the day, all these fighters, modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, they put their life on the line for pure entertainment. And also, we understand that there's fighters that don't talk shit. There's other fighters that do talk crap. You know what I'm saying? So people got to differentiate the person, the personality, what they got to say to get these type of, you know, to put butts in the seats as well. But of course, you know, there's karma too. So if you're going to talk that talk, you got to see the repercussions if things don't come out, you know, the way it is. Can you imagine the Flow would have lost with all that ish that he talks about? Look at Conor McGregor. When he loses, that's it. He gets it because of the way he talks. But hey, that's what it is. You know, for Billy Joe Saunders, you know, I pray that he gets better, you know, like every other boxer, you know. You don't want to go blind or whatever, but at the end of the day, man, if he quit, if his contemporaries think he quit, he quit. He quit. You remember like Jeffrey? You remember Jeffrey in Fresh Prince when he won the lotto? When he thought he won the lotto? I quit.
Hey, plus, listen. Hey, I did a show yesterday, man. I was talking about, man, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm going to be dead serious with you. Bro, as hard as I saw Canelo Alavarez hitting Billy Joe Saunders, bro, oh my God. I'm saying, God damn, what the... Bro, listen, I'm telling you, if I was forced to get in the ring with Canelo, I would be begging and pleading with him. Please, Canelo, please go easy on me. Listen, I'm crying at the press conference. I'm going to carry his belts to the ring with him. You see what I'm saying? Bro, I need to fight in a 40-foot ring. 22 ain't big enough. 40-foot ring, and I'm running. I'm just letting you know. And my corner has instructions. If you see Canelo fake like he's going to throw a punch, throw the towel in. Quick. The only thing we training for, when I fight Canelo, we working on running, we working on grabbing, we working on holding, and we working on throwing the towel in.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't let me sparring in the ring. I ain't doing no sparring. Hitting no. For what? I'm not gonna do none of that shit in the ring anyway. This Canelo, nigga, I'm running.
Yeah, those pity pat ain't work. Pity pat. No, there was a couple of people. That was in this fight that said, "Yo, those punches wasn't even effective. Like he wasn't throwing. Like he was landing on punches, but the people that was there was telling me that it wasn't even affecting on Canelo. He was like pillow punches."
No, Billy Joe couldn't. He couldn't listen. This is what I tell people. I say, hold on, let me give my main man on Tune. Shout out for the super chat. Hey, Tune. Punch. Tune say, Punch. You get that Ike smoke yet, or he still decking?
Nah, Akaka TV still praying. He said he was fasting, and then while I'm live, he's saying I don't want to go debate you. I can't debate you right now because I'm praying, but yeah, he's right. He's texting me on Instagram DM, but he's saying he's praying. He ain't want to jump in. Akaka TV is a loser.
No, man, listen. No, the thing is when you come.
Arladen is a loser, my friend.
hey, Punch. No, when you talk, you come with facts and you come with receipts. Like I like the fact that when you had Bill Haney on there, the way you broke it down, and Bill was dancing around a lot of the questions. I saw the entire interview from beginning to end. I saw it, and I like the fact that because this is what I want to ask you: is Teofimo Lopez undisputed?
He's undisputed.
So what does Devin Haney have? What kind of he got the WBC?
No, he got this what I say. He got the WBC. He got the WBC world title, right? We know the WBC. That's a world title. The problem is that the owner of that title, that owner of the president Mauricio Sudamo and the board has voted that the franchise title, regardless if we like it or not, because I don't like the franchise title. I don't believe that no boxing fans really like the franchise title. But it's not my business. It's not my company. They the one that voted that the franchise belt is more supreme than the WBC world title. Now, regardless of what we think, that's their company. That's like if I go to your house and you tell me, this is my wife. And I'm like, no. The neighbor has to recognize that that's Coach's wife. And you like, nah, my man, yo, I'm Coach. This is my house and this is my wife. And I'm like, no. I have to go across the street and ask your neighbor to see if they recognize you as that. No, I think that's the problem where there may be people that want to dispute that. But I'm not going to dispute anything that the own belt federation. So I have to. So since boxing fans, we have all this, we're frustrated about how boxing works. We're frustrated about the belt federation. We don't know who's champions. We don't know who's this. So let's put our minds together. You know what? You know what I did? And you know what? I'm going to do it again. But this time I'm going to do it on video. I call the WB. I call the IBF, the WBO, the WBA, the WBC separately. And I said, who's your supreme champion of the lightweight division? And for everybody, I suggest you do this too. IBF TO. In Jersey, WBO TO, WBA TO, the WBC Mauricio Sudamo. How many times he gonna say it that he's undisputed and the WBC is the franchise belt is the supreme belt in the lightweight division, and he's the ring lineal. So right there, common sense tells me, dude is undisputed.
Absolutely. I see that.
It made common sense to me.
I mean, Teofimo and Devin Haney. I do want to see them fight each other. And I think they will. See that too. I think they will, because for everybody who's saying that, me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. You might not agree with me. I say Teofimo washes Devin Haney. I just being honest with you.
Washes Devin Haney?
Yeah, I feel like he gonna beat him.
He wins zoot.
I'm just being honest with you, bro. Like I love Devin Haney's a good fighter, but I'm looking at what Teofimo has done. The guys who he has fought, and I just don't see nothing that Devin Haney gonna bring to the table. That not just my.
Look, I got Teofimo Lopez beating everybody in 135. That doesn't mean he's not going. It's not going to be some competition. But first, Devin Haney, I want to see what he's going to do versus Linares May 29th. You know, this is the
yeah.
first fight that he's going to be fighting an opponent that is top 10 in the division. This is his first fight with all the hype that he has gotten. With all the hype that he's gotten, he's put himself in position to get that hype as well. They've done a great job. They got a great job being with Floyd Mayweather and things of that nature. I think the highlight of Devin Haney's career up to date is doing pad work with Mayweather Senior. Let's just be real. Ain't nobody really remember a lot of stuff what Devin Haney has done. But we could see, you know, the eye test. We could see the talent. We could see it, and I do believe that. I think I got him beating Linares, but that's his first test. You know,
that's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a tough fight. And listen, Devin Haney is one of my favorite fighters. You know, Shakur Stevenson, Josh Taylor, Teofimo is my favorite fighter at 135. Nobody beats Teofimo at 135. I don't, you know, that's just how I feel about it. You know, I really like Teofimo because he got it the right way. He got it the hard way. He beat fighters who no one thought he was going to be able to beat. He beat Comey. He made Lomachenko look average. And Lomachenko was supposed to be the Matrix. You see what I'm saying? So, anyways, hold on. Cop Killer, what you say? New media is Canelo's shoe shine boy. Yes, I put this on the screen for you, sir. I'm not going to block you. I'm going to leave you here. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to take it off the screen. You say I'm the shoe shine boy, huh? Okay, cool. I know you're trolling, but it is what it is. My main man, he got too many letters. He said you can't take away Aki's grind. No, we ain't taking away his grind. We can't do that. But he ducking my main man. He ducking my main man punch on that debate though. That's all. He's ducking him on the debate. That's all we saying. I ain't taking away his grind. He drop 1 million videos a day. We're not taking his grind away, but the fact still remains. He's supposed to debate punch. He ducked it, and that's just what it is. That's all Punch saying. Be a man of your word. Do what you say you're gonna do.
Yeah, I would have seen that live, and I would have been like, because to be honest, Bill wasn't supposed to be. That was supposed to be me and dude right there. You know what I'm saying? He looking out for you. He vouched for you, and you let him out there in the island by himself. Huh? Akaka TV let Bill in the island by himself. That's effed up.
Wait, hold on. I
You remember you remember the bullet?
It was supposed to be Bill Haney and
Nah, it was just him. But see, they was hitting me up at the same time, so I figured like, oh, they hitting each other up, right? They hitting each other up. You feel me? And I'm like, he let Bill on the island by himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He remind me of Tom Hanks in that show. I mean, not that show, that movie. Who was it? Castaway, right? He was screaming, Wilson! Wilson! He was the volleyball man. Akaka TV was the volleyball. You left him in the island by yourself. Akaka TV is Wilson.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised. Hey, Punch. I was surprised that I'm like, damn man, he ain't taking it easy on Bill. But
at least he ain't a quitter like at least he ain't quit like Billy.
But Bill. You was trying to speak up for Bill. You was like, Bill, listen. What I'm trying to tell you is the WBC is playing you guys.
That's what it is.
But at the same time, he's making money with the WBC. So that's.
So he needs to play your part. You know what I'm saying? But I'm for the people. So the WBC is making y'all look less than. But I said that since day one, coach. I said the day one, I did a video the first day they elevated him. I said, do not accept the belt, throw the belt in the trash. They're gonna treat you like Charlo. They're gonna throw that in the trash. I said since day one. But since day one, they ain't like that message. No. They ain't like that message. But I'm fighting. It's almost like having that boy that he says the truth, but the people around you be like, man, your boy be tripping, man. Come on, man. He's effing things up. But I'm telling you the truth. I'm looking out for you. At the end of the day, I'm looking out for you. I'm looking out for the brand. But they don't want that. So there you go. But then you can't fake the people and say this fighter is ducking you and say everybody is ducking you when you is the one that's petitioning for the Santiago fight, for the Gamboa fight, and for the Linares fight. You know, you're the one that's petitioning for it. And at the end of the day, the only person that could petition for anything is a promoter. And this is why a lot of people don't understand why Devin Haney gets the flack, because Devin Haney is a promoter. Top Teofimo Lopez is not. Lomachenko is not. All these fighters is not. So Devin Haney is a promoter. He's DHP. He's the only one that can actually go into a belt federation and petition for something because he's a promoter. He has that power. So when you hear that these guys are ducking, the question is, have you petitioned to get those type of fights? Have you petitioned to the WBC to get Lomachenko? Have you petitioned to get the Teofimo Lopez fight? Because you got to be the one. You got to be the one to petition because you got the power to do so. These guys got business handed us to do so. You know what I'm saying? So that's where people really got to learn about the business of boxing and the position that people are in. You
know what? I didn't know that. You just educated me on something right here on this show. I didn't realize that Devin Haney, he's pretty much their own boss. I figured they had their own like little management company and stuff, but he's his own boss. So he can pretty much petition to get whatever fight he wants to fight. So I noticed when you was talking to Bill Haney, you was asking him specific questions. There was like, I say, damn, now Punch is asking direct questions, not innuendo questions. We ain't gonna be dancing around the ring. No. You came at him with the sniper's approach. Like, okay, I'm asking you this direct question. Yes or no? Is this and that? And he went to dancing. Look this up. Look this up. Look that up. Well, what's the name said this? What's the name said that? And he was like, sir, listen, Bill, I'm not banging. I'm not like talking down on you. I'm telling you what it is. This is what Mauricio Suleiman said. Why I got to go listen to what that guy said, that guy say, when we can hear it directly from the source's mouth? The source told you this in your face.
Exactly. Like, why show me the WBC website? You got Mauricio Suleiman saying, you feel me? Like, I got Coach McCall be like, and Malachi, you tell me something. I'm like, nah, I gotta check your website. I don't trust you. I gotta check your website. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. What you faking around here?
Hey, listen. Robert Navarro, man, good looking out for the super chat. Someone asked Aki why you wear the cloth on your head when he said it means truth. So why you wearing it? Oh, he said because Aki be lying all the time.
Because I am the truth.
No, he's talking about Aki. No, he's talking about Aki TV.
Oh man, he just wears something in his head.
Turban. What is that? A turban? I don't know what that is.
I don't even know, man. He's a mutafik.
Hey, shout out.
There's race hustlers and there's religious hustlers, and we don't know that there's religious hustlers. So he's doing both.
I think me and you don't want us really addressing the race hustle on in boxing. Like, I'm sick of it. Toon, shout out to my main man Toon for the super chat. He said, I can't take Haney serious. Man has no power at all. Gamboa looked fresh after the fight. I believe Ryan will stop Gamboa. I got Ryan in front of Haney right now. Again, all of this is subjective, right? Haney did not stop Gamboa, but Gamboa is a veteran, guys. I know a lot of people. Gamboa is a veteran. He knows how to maneuver in the ring. Hell, he went 11 rounds with Tank, and he had a torn Achilles. You see what I'm saying? So Gamboa is a tough MF. He's a tough MF, bro. I'm just being honest with you.
And I think that's just it's unfair. And this is what it is that I don't like about the position that Devin Haney's in. Whether he's in position, right? But this is the thing. He's young. He's 22 years old. And if it wasn't for him just receiving the belt, he wouldn't have no critique. He'll be just like Boots Ennis. Nobody really critiquing Boots Ennis because he's young. We understand a boxing fan that there's a process, right? Like Virgil Ortiz, he's young. But now Devin Haney got this responsibility. So now everything he does, if you don't knock out his opponent, everything he does, I mean, we playing. This is like the Tupac Biggie effect. If you're a Teofimo Lopez fan, you hate Devin Haney. If you're Devin Haney, you hate Teofimo Lopez and everybody else. In the end of the day, he's in position really not to be hated. Everybody should be like, yo, he's a 22-year-old and he's moving up the ladder. This is gonna be his first top 10 ranked opponent, and that they're moving him up. If you really look at it, they're matching him up like he's a contender, like a high prospect contender. But the belt is the one that actually he got responsibility, the one that has to put him like in a rush, you know?
Right. Hey, so Ponce, let me ask you a question, man, because you make a valid point. In your opinion, what do you think that Devin Haney should do in order to get himself more notoriety? Of course, if he fights Teofimo is that guy at 135. Regardless of what my opinion is or what your opinion is or who you think would win, like what do you think that he should do? Like fight Lomachenko, fight Kambosos, fight Nakatani, like some of those guys that Teofimo has fought, or what do you think he should do?
Probably like the Lomachenko fight was right there, right? They was going at one another. All he had to do was petition for the Lomachenko fight. But while they was talking about the Lomachenko fight, they were saying that they got mandatories in which the WBC is not mandating nobody. Javier
Right.
Fortuna wasn't mandated, and Ryan Garcia wasn't mandated. So how about you petition for that fight? Make it happen. Make the WBC make a decision. You understand what I'm trying to say? But they didn't. But whatever, right? I think this is my opinion. You see Gervonta Tank Davis that he moved up to 140. Teofimo Lopez says he got one to two fights left in 135. So eventually everybody gonna be moving up to 140. Now that belt that you have, Devin Haney, might not hold weight in 135. But with that belt, you have the leeway to petition to the WBC, become a mandatory to whoever holds the WBC title in 140. So if you go, in my opinion, I was like, if you go there now, because eventually everybody's gonna move up there. He's a big 135 as well. If he moves up there, put himself in position. So by the time T.O. goes up there, by the time, Gervonta St. Davis is already there, he's already in position. People will have to go through him.
Right.
So,
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. So basically what you're saying, you hit the nail right on the head. Because I played chess. I played chess before, right? I used to be real good. I'm not as good as I used to be. But when you're moving the pawns, it's all about chess. It's all about what? Position. So what you're saying is if you put yourself in position, the fights that you want have no choice but to come to you because you put the work in order to put yourself in the position to receive those kind of fights that you want.
That's it. It's all about right now with these guys, all about positioning. So that's how I figure it out. Like if I hear Josh Taylor, I hear Jose Ramirez say, probably after the fight, after the undisputed May 22nd, they're gonna be moving up to 147, right? Or face Bud Crawford. Jose Ramirez said he might go to the 147, right? So that means the winner may drop the belt. The winner may drop that the undisputed belt.
Undisputed, yeah. They will. More than likely they will.
If they do, then Devin Haney using that WBC from 135 and being in position to petition, because if you're a champion in lower division, yet with a champion with that belt, you could petition to get a final eliminator or be a mandatory for that belt. So if Devin Haney, rather than fight Jorge Linares and knowing inevitably that he's going to be moving up to 140, I would have used that power of my belt, of that WBC, and petition to be in position in 140. So by the time these undisputed, whatever, you be in position as a mandatory. You know that Jack Catterall is a mandatory. He stepped aside in the WBO. Yeah. He stepped aside. So he's going to be having that fight. The winner of Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, Jack Catterall is going to be having that fight. But then put yourself in position in the WBC as a mandatory. So then when people move up, when Ryan is going to move up, when T.O. is going to move up, Gervonta Tank Davis is always there, so he's ahead. You know what I'm saying? He's going 140 right now. He's going to put himself in position, And it goes like that the same way in 160. These guys want Canelo Alavarez, right? Charlo, I would have used my WBC power and put myself in position in the WBC as a mandatory. So by the time Canelo Alvarez probably fights Caden Plant, he needs to be a mandatory to fight Canelo Alvarez.
But this is the thing I want to say this before I forget. What Elvis said that Haney should fight Coleman, Nakatani, or Lomo winner. I think those would be good fights for him. You see what I'm saying? Because people want to see. Okay, we saw what this is the problem. Teofimo Lopez put the work in already. He did the heavy lifting. He fought three. These guys was tough as hell. The Nakatani fight was a hell of a fight for him. And when I saw what he knocked out Coleman, and then you see what he did to Loma, he made Lomachenko look average. You see what I'm saying? So to me, his skill set is far above Haney, in my opinion. I understand that Devin Haney, again, he's a good kid. I love him. He's a damn good fighter, good young champion. You know what I mean? I would love to probably see him and Lomo fight. Him and Lomo fight, or him and Nakatani fight, just to see how he would be able to measure up. Because we saw what Teofimo did. Yeah. Teofimo ain't got nothing to prove in the lightweight division to me right now. Only person that has the fault is Devin Haney.
But look at Lomachenko. Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez. He's going right back in there with Nakatani. So we got to give credit also like that. Look, he lost, but he's still competing at a high level. He ain't taking on ain't no easy pickings. Nakatani ain't no easy pickings.
Hold on, this guy right here, Hassan Khalid, said this clown with the red hat on is a racist. Yeah, hold on. I gotta address this with you. I gotta address this with you. This is I got a screenshot. I gotta pull it up, but because I want to talk to you about this. I have a couple people came on my channel and they said that you are racist. And I'm like, I know where they came from. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the Mauricio Sotomayor told a dude in that interview. He said, "You're racist for calling me racist." Man, these people, they just butthurt, man. They just butthurt because they don't like the truth. That's all, man. I just speak directly.
I mean, I told him, I said, okay, well, what did he say that was racist? You know what I mean? Because I made my video, the race hustles of the boxing community. Mm-hmm. So the guy was upset. He said, well, why you ain't mention Punch? He said it was you and another channel. And I'm like, those guys are not racist. Like, what? Tell me something they did or said or whatever the case may be. More than likely, this is I can tell you right now, I got them all figured out by now. More than likely, he is a pro Alphabet Boy channel subscriber, and when you call them out on their stuff, they try to flip it and put it on someone else, and whatever issue, and that's what it is. More than likely, he's a pro Alphabet Boy channel subscriber, and I tell him all the time. I say, dog, listen, if you're a pro subscriber of them, you might not want to come to this channel. You know what I mean? Because I might not be your cup of tea. And if you subscribe, you can unsubscribe. I'm not begging for subscribers, and I'm not pushing the narrative. I'm calling it the way I see it. But you feel
but they
like,
can't say the why. I want to know the why. Why? Tell me. Give me the facts. Why am the? If you're gonna call me racist, tell me why. What did I say that it was so? Yeah. What did I say?
Yeah.
You got time to write it down.
Yeah, they don't say why. Yeah, right. They let us know why you feel like Punch is on racist. I totally disagree with you wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? But actually, just tell me why. Do y'all like talk about IBFP? Yeah, I like IBFP. He's funny. That's the guy that says facts over feelings.
IBFP is cool. It's cool, man. Subscribe to IBFP. Cool.
Yeah, subscribe to IBFP, man. I like a lot of channels, man. It's just that hell, I even believe it or not, I even like Blue. But I got to call them out on these lies. These bullshit. You listen, we not.
Hey, Blue. Yeah, Blue good too, man.
Blue a nice guy. He's a nice guy. You know what I mean? But
so I'm gonna tell you like I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I said it on my live show. I used to get a lot, yo, coach. I've been 2 years and a half doing this, right? I never mention race. People would be like, yo, Punch, what are you? I'm like, man, it's nothing. I'm God's child. Man, we're one race, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. I didn't even want to get into that. I started the channel because I hated all the race bait and stuff, so I didn't even want to mention race, right? But I used to get a lot of, stop talking Spanish, stop this, stop that, whatever, right? Never said anything. Until I got to the point where, okay, I'm going to give you my perspective. Y'all want to talk about this race stuff? They like, yo, look, Punch, you living in La La Land. Everything is about race. I'm like, nah. You know what? Okay, you want my perspective about race and what's going on in the sport of boxing, blah, blah, right? So I put this message there, and it said, I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out of here, this Spanish speaker, this is America, whatever, blah, 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 right? And then it says hashtag the alphabet, right? So Blue didn't hit me. I put it up, and then Blue hit me up and said, "Yo, that's not a member, stuff like that. That's a troll." I thank you. You know what I'm saying? At least you came out and spoke out. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. So since then, I'm like, Blue is cool. Like, I don't have to agree everything on your content. I don't have just like they don't gotta agree with my content. Just like we both don't gotta agree with anything. But I'm not gonna attach the content to the person that you are. I'm not gonna attach the content to the father that you are, or the husband that you are, or what you do in your community. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's just the content that we probably won't, we'll agree with.
Right. But see, a lot of this stuff. This is the thing, right? Like, me. I used to be a Marxist myself. Black Panther, Nation of Islam. So I get it. A lot of this stuff that they're talking about comes from critical race theory. I have books. My favorite hobby is reading books. My last feed, I showed all of the different books I read. Critical race theory. I read books about Karl Marx, which is a lot of Marxism and stuff that's going on right here in America, and that's what it is. So when you see something happen and Al Sharpton shows up or Jesse Jackson, and they have a press conference and the media is there, and they're talking, they're using talking points to get an emotional reaction from you. You are being race hustled. That's the definition of race hustling. And I showed these books that I have on here that I read. I read critical race theory. So I know exactly what's going on. So a lot of these people don't understand that the one who controls the circumference of your knowledge controls the diameter of your thinking. So whatever you think, that's why I said them dudes can never beat me in a debate, because I know where they got their knowledge from. Yeah, I know where it comes from. I was in it. So I know I get what they're saying. So I know how to defend it because I know where it comes from. You see what I'm saying? And that's all it is, man. So I try to stay away from that. So when I see it, I see that same stuff seeping into the sport of boxing. So I took it upon myself. I said, I'm going to attack it right now at the head. Exactly. And that's what I did. And I called names out. I didn't give a damn. I called names out. It is what it is. I look at your content. I saw what you're putting out there. This is the way that you veering off at. I'm giving you a little background. I was raised. My grandfather's from Harlem, New York. He moved from the DR, but he's from Harlem, New York. He was in the Nation of Islam. He taught me the Marxist ways. I was trained in it. I was in it for 23 and a half years. My mom came from the DR. She got involved in that movement and stuff as well. So I know it when I see it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm talking about what I know. I was a part of that punch, and I just woke up 5 years ago. Yeah. I was a fool, and I just woke up 5 years ago, and I don't like seeing that in the sport of boxing.
And that's what it is. They use the political business model, capitalize off people's emotions. I know what they're doing, and they know what they're doing. You feel me? But when you call it out, then they want to switch it around and be like, you're racist. Nah. This way, and this is what it is, man. If you live in the community, is the hood. Let's say the hood is practically Latinos and blacks, right?
Right.
So yes, we have great camaraderie. Latinos, blacks have great camaraderie. We share the struggle. We share this. But then there is a positive, negative. Anything that you go through, good or bad, you're gonna go through it amongst each other. So if you in your community gonna be bullied, it's gonna be by your own or Latino. If you're Latino, it's gonna go, Latino, black, and black, black, Latino, and black. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's if you're gonna go through gangs, if you're gonna go through if you're gonna date somebody, it's probably gonna be black or Latino, because that's the hood. So if you're gonna look, I wasn't born in a community where there's white people. So to be honest, no, I'm not gonna experience racism towards from white people because that's not my community. My community is gonna be black and Latino. So if I'm gonna experience any type of racism, any type of go back to your banana boat or whatever, it's gonna come from black. You understand what I'm trying to say? Right. If you're Latino, and Latino will be racist towards black, and Latinos will be racist towards Latinos, and black, you know what I'm saying? The skin effect. So this is the problem. People do not like when we justify the wrong in public. It's like if somebody does something, but somebody will come out and be like, well, in our communities, black on black crime is high. People don't want to talk about that. But even if it's true, people don't want to justify anything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. So
it doesn't fit the narrative.
Exactly. So that's the problem. So when somebody be like, oh, a bunch of racists because I said that, because I said boxing translates to life itself. I say, it's no way as a boxing fan, that you can hate what Canelo Alavarez is doing, that you can hate what Teofimo Lopez is doing, that you can hate what Jamel Charlo is doing, that you can hate what Anthony Joshua is doing, or Tyson Fury, or Oscar Valdez, or things of that nature. You can't hate it. You don't have to like them, but you can't hate it. But when I see these channels always going after and not giving credit to the Latino fighter, it seems like, man, it's kind of, or the UK fighters, man, it seems like you're just a little racist there.
Right, right. And this is the thing, man. Like I told these guys from the UK, because I have quite a few people from the UK follow my channel. I said, listen, don't get caught up in the American politics, the race hustling in America, because you guys don't really know what's going on. What's going on now is the critical race theory that's going on in America. It done seeped into politics. A critical race theory goes back to the 1800s. So if you don't know anything about this, you don't get it. The people up the top have everybody at the bottom divided into sections, sex, your religion, skin color, this, that. So everybody at the bottom bickering while the people at the top consolidated the power. They got everybody bickering. This is what it is. And a lot of times, everything ain't racism. You have classism. And in any society that you go in, you're going to have the haves and the have-nots. Period. Yeah. You're going to have the haves and the have-nots. I don't give a damn what color you is. If you're rich and got money, the person who's the same color as you is not rich and don't have money. These two people are going to see things from two different perspectives. So there's a lot of class. It's the ism, but just because it's the ism don't mean it's racism. You have classism. You see what I'm saying? You have socialism, communism, all kind of isms,
And then if you don't got if you're not a liberal, then if you're a conservative, like if you're a conservative, you can't even be conservative. Yeah. Right. And that's what it is.
And this is the thing. Like I've experienced in both ends because my mom from the DR. So españoles en mi sangre. Pero, mi papá, él es americano, so I get it from both ends, and it's like, damn, dog, listen, I can't, now I'm 47 years old. I'm old enough to know better. I experienced the Marxism. I experienced the Black Power movement. I experienced the negativity against other races and nationalities because I was a racist my damn self. Didn't even know it. That's the crazy part about it. I was racist and didn't even know I was racist because in my mind I was doing the right thing. You know, and my father, he's a dark-skinned Dominican. You know what I mean? So he came through here, him and my mom and stuff like that. So I get it. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, I never seen a fighter win a fight or lose a fight based on skin color.
Short story. I'm gonna give you an example of how they get us. Short story, right? So, boom, and I'm in a basketball team. I'm in a basketball team and stuff like that. Only one white kid in the basketball team, right? His name is Mark. Shout out to Mark. If he ever gets to see it, right? Right? Name is Mark, right? So you know how society and the TV and the music try to portray this racist. They try to be like the white man is the devil, the white man, right? Yeah. Mind you, never experienced any type of white man racism in my neighborhood. There was no race. I'm in New York City, of course. I see white people in every other kind, but in my neighborhood, no, right? So. In the basketball team and stuff, practice is going. I'm getting Mark frustrated. Mark is white. I'm getting Mark frustrated. He can't get the ball. We're working on in an inbound play, right? Boom. He's trying to push me off. You know when you try to push off and try to get the ball. He can't get the ball. The coach is getting on Mark. Come on, man. Come on. You got to get open. We got to run this play right. Boom. He pushed me off. I said, yo, you push me off one more time, I'll smack you. Right? Boom. He couldn't get the ball. He pushed me off once again. And I just went, oh. Coach is like, get out of practice. What the hell is going on? Blah, blah. I got kicked out of practice, right? And then after practice, I'm going to the cafeteria. And then the coach was like, why you did that to Mark? And you know what I said? That I regret from this day. But this is how they got us, right? I said, Coach, I've been wanting to smack a white guy, man, for a long time. And it felt so good. He said, why you ain't smack Glenn? That's our center, the big. He's our center. He's like, why you ain't smack Glenn? I'm like, nah, he ain't do nothing to me. I said, what is that, Mark? But he ain't really do nothing to you. He said, like, but I've been wanting to smack a white guy for a long time. And then when I woke up, I'm like, yo, no white man ever did nothing to me. Yeah. Ain't never was racist to me. That was all it got, they drill that in your head that the white man is keeping everything from you and all that. I was hating somebody. I was hating a race that never did nothing to me.
And this is the crazy part about it.
That's how they got us, folks.
This is the crazy part about it. That theology and teaching came from a white man, Karl Marx. So you have white people telling you that white people are keeping you down. Why is other white people spreading this teaching and message that the reason why your people are down is because of what white people have done to you? So this is the thing. That whole teaching comes from white folks. That whole listen, there's a war going on between two groups of people up at the top. Has nothing to do with me and you. And they come up with divide and conquer tactics. So us at the bottom, most people in society have low IQs. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. They have low IQs. So we are very susceptible to false information and propaganda. Again, as I say, one who controls the circumference of your knowledge controls the diameter of your thinking. So if you watch CNN all day, every day, or Fox News all day, every day, or MSNBC all day, every day, that's going to form the way you see life. Because their job is to propagandize you and to get you to think a certain way. So they are influencing the way you think, and how you view the world. Even so, if they're lying to you, you're living your life based on lies that were fed to you. And this is what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So that's all it is, family. That's what's going on. And a lot of the people don't know. And that's just what it is, man. So I'm glad you woke up out of that. I woke up out of that. Just keep pushing the sport of boxing, man. And that's all I give a damn about. At the end of the day, you can keep your skin color narratives. I don't want to hear it. You can call me a coon. They call me coon now. They call me sellout now. They call me Uncle Tom now. I get all this stuff. But why?
But why? They never give you the why. They never give you the why. Why?
If I compliment Canelo, you shoe shining for Canelo. No, I'm telling you that Canelo had 3 fights in 5 months, and your favorite fighter only had 2 fights in 2 years. I'm telling you that Canelo. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's where they're exposed as the racist. Right. When they call you coon, why they call you coon? Right, because you give it something. I'm going to
tell you right now. They call me coon because I'm not pushing. See when you don't push the pro-black narrative, when you don't push the race baiting narrative, you are a coon. A coon is anybody that's not a liberal, that speaks eloquently, that is highly educated. Notice that people who are highly educated, and speak eloquently. And you know, they you know the people at the bottom, well, not the bottom, but the people who push certain narratives, that's a coon, that's a sellout. No, it's a culture thing. The problem is our culture. So you big up the nigga that's keeping it real on the street. He's sagging. He don't shot up the block. He putting in work. That's the coon and the sellout, but you big him up because he's destroying the community. But the guy who went to college, who's educated, who went and got a degree, and can actually come back and help our community, we call him the coon and the sellout, but we big up the guy who's destroying our community. This is the problem. So because I won't propagate the foolishness and keep talking about the foolishness, now I'm a coon and sellout now. You see what I'm saying? And that's cool. Listen, I can handle it. I have big shoulders. I work out 4 or 5 days a week. I just did shoulder press yesterday, funnel press. I did it with the cables, cross cable group. I do it all. Listen, I have no problem. I can take it. I can handle it because I came from that background. So I understand it. And I knew once I took this position, the attacks I was going to get. But guess what? I'm going to keep pushing. I don't have thin skin. I have thick skin. I can handle it, bro. I can dish it with the best of them. When they come to that race baiting shit punch, I'm gonna shut that shit down every time. Y'all can call me what you want to call me. I'm gonna just keep pushing. I don't give a damn.
Facts. I'm with you.
You see what I'm saying? So listen, man, Punch, man, I really, bro, I'm very humble. I'm humble. Matter of fact, let's give my main person a round of applause, man. Round of applause to the dog Punch, man. I appreciate him taking his time out to talk with the old boy, Coach Malachi Williams. I'm so thankful. I'm honored. And I'm gonna tell you another thing, Punch. If I ever have, hey, look, hey, Punch, I got my stream deck. I got my stream deck right here, Punch. The Elgato. I got that right here.
Oh, I need to get one of those.
You gotta get one of these. On Amazon, it's like 70. I think it's $80. But
I need to get that.
You ain't gonna love it, man. I got all kind of sound effects on it. You know what I mean?
Hey. Let me hear it.
So I can't, I got all kind of sound effects on here, man. Super chat sound effects. We're gonna ring the Ali bell. Ring the Ali bell. Ring the Ali bell from a brother Punch. I can't see you the Tyson bell because Showbiz got that. Showbiz, damn, Showbiz took the Tyson. Let's hit the Tyson bell. So I gotta come with the Ali bell. You know what I mean? So, but
shout out to Showbiz. Shout out to everybody, man, that's doing their thing, man. Unbiased, logically, and objectively. Yeah,
we are all boxing content creators. That's all we are, guys. We just content creators. We're no bigger or better than anyone else. We just coming from our perspective. For anybody who is taking the time out to subscribe to Punch and listen to his content, you can be doing anything in the world. But for you to take the time out to watch Punch, to watch me, I'm very humble, and I really, really do appreciate that, man. And we both passionate about the sport of boxing. This is the only guy I know that got more energy than me on the internet. Come on, let's see. Ace Buddy get crazy sometimes. That's what guy. Shout out to Ace Buddy. Ace Buddy was sweating me. Yeah, there's only one Tyson Fury, and yada. I said,
somebody was like, "Oh, Punch, you too emotional, too passionate." That stuff even got me more passionate. What the hell you talking about passionate? Goddamn, you're damn right I'm passionate about this stuff. People be calling, they be like, "Yo, you gonna pop a vein?" I don't give a damn. I'll pop it for boxing. I'll die. Bury me with these boxers, damn it. I love them.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard you say that. I said, damn. Pussy. No, you said that yesterday. Yesterday, right?
Oh, yeah. Man, I don't sleep. I only take power naps. Sometimes I don't even know what day it is.
I say, damn, man. I say, man, these dudes working hard as hell on YouTube. Like, I'm looking at Blue. I say, damn, he only drop 7 videos a day. And then Kurt, I say, damn, but the reason I don't drop them like that because it's like, man, I have stuff I have to do, and I'm like, man, I can't chase everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't chase everything. So I'm gonna just drop at 3 o'clock, do my 2-3 hour show, and that's it. And I watch everybody. Cause when you're doing this, when you're a content creator, you have to watch everybody. You have to see,
and if you have an interview, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna watch it anyway. I don't hate nobody personally or nothing like that. I don't hate nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even say I don't even say no name group or nothing like that. If I do have a problem, if I had a dialogue with somebody, I'm gonna just go and mention the name. Akaka TV. When I had the thing with Fanon, I'm gonna say Fanon. That's it. I ain't gonna go. That's
Johnny.
But I hope everybody's well. Yo,
what he say? He said your points, man. See what Johnny Boy Boxing posted on Twitter about you.
Man, come on, man.
Who's that? Who's that? Who is that?
A sick individual.
Oh, okay. I never heard of him.
a sick individual that needs help, and I pray that he gets it. That's all. Just a sick. It's just, hey, yo, you gonna get, yo. The more subscribe you gonna get, the more hate you gonna get.
Yeah, you told me that from the beginning. When I had like 100 subscribers, you was like, man, this was gonna come with it.
But the more supporters you gonna get too, you know.
Right.
They're gonna be talking about you. Even they talk about LeBron James. Even there's people talking about that Russell Westbrook triple double was all stat pad. People hated Michael Jordan. People hate Tiger Woods. You gonna get hated. It doesn't matter. So I'm not gonna answer to hate.
Absolutely.
If I got the time, if it's, you know.
Man, listen. Hey, man. Once again, man, shout out to my brother, man, Punch Drunk Boxing, man. We're gonna wrap this show up. I really take the time. I'm so thankful again. I'm very humble. I'm gonna tell you one more thing before we go, Punch. If I ever have a guest on here, and that's anybody that's in the chat, you know I always drop the link for anybody to come in and talk. If you're a guest of mine, I would never have another guest disrespect you or give you any kind of death threats. Y'all can have a debate, but it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what I mean because you guys know where I'm going at. When I was watching Fred Barbershop and I saw that he had Sugar Hill on there. And Drew Titan was on there, and Drew Titan told him, man, he was so mad at him. I wish, I'm not gonna lie, I had hope and wish you got burnt up in the car fire. When he said that pissed me the hell off to this day. And if I ever see the brother and talk to him, I would let him know that, bro, you was wrong for that. I don't wish death on nobody. Deontay Wilder got his ass whooped by Tyson Fury, but don't get mad at Sugar Hill and wish death on him, because if you wish he got burnt up in the car fire, you wishing death on that man. All because you so emotionally invested in your favorite fighter getting beat. I would never do that. And what I didn't like about what Fred said, and I've documented and said this in the past, this has nothing to do with Punch, guys. This is me talking, representing myself. Fred was sitting there laughing. I would never have Punch on my show or anybody on my show, and you tell somebody tell Punch or H Money or anybody, Lady Shan or Jeff Lucietta or anybody in the chat, Lisa Bells, that you say, hey man, I wish something happened to you. I'm gonna check you right then. And if you don't apologize, I'm kicking your ass off the show. Because we ain't doing that. This shit ain't that serious. I don't wish death on nobody.
It ain't that serious, and also it contradicts the model. You know what I'm saying? It contradicts the business model, right? Why go after Mark Breland? Why go after Sugar Hill? Ain't they brothers? Right. Ain't they brothers?
This is what I told the people in the UK. I say, don't get caught up in the dynamics, the racial politics in America, because it'll just confuse you. You know, we're not a one monolithic group. We don't think all the same.
Like Biden said, and they still and people voted for him. Remember he said?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So once again, man, shout out to my big brother Punch Drunk Boxing. We're gonna give him a round of applause. We're gonna hit the Ali bell. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Punch, make sure you get the El Gato stream deck, fam.
I got it.
Amazon. Get you this from Amazon. I'm gonna send you an email to remind you. Get you this, fam.
I'm gonna get it, man. Thank you for having me, my brother. Thank you for having me. You're doing a great thing in the sport of boxing, uplifting the people, and creating awareness as well. Do your thing, my brother. But yeah, I mean, Florida, I'm out there, man. I'm out there in June, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there, yes, because we gotta come June to the TFMO fighting in June.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, man. So we definitely gonna be there. I'm gonna try to link up with my main man H Money. I'm not H Money. I mean Punch. I keep up H Money on my damn mind. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there that week. And Hendry La Bazooka is gonna be fighting that in Miami as well. Yeah, La Bazooka fighting. Okay, I didn't know that. Third. Is he on the undercard?
No. He's gonna be fighting in another section in Miami. But I'm gonna try to make it both that week. Okay, for sure, man. So once again, man, this my brother Punch Drunk Boxing. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Once again, it's our boy Coach Malachi Williams, represent for New Media Today USA Boxing. And peace.
For the 1,000.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.